I hope we are live. Hello, viewer. Today it is Sunday, April the 28th, 2024. I am Mr. Brune, and I trust you are all doing very well today. On this evening's live stream, we are discussing the latest news in entertainment and on the social media. Guess what, folks? It was a week where shite happened in Hollywood, always does. And it says here even more bad shite happened in real life, but I've tried to shut myself off from real life, so I can't comment on that. But I'm sure some bad stuff's been happening. But anyway, so as I always say, if you've not shut down for the evening, lots to get through. Shall we get those guests out? I'm dribbling. Of course we should. Let's do it. Okay. First, all the way from the land of Texas Shire, she's the queen of this channel. It is, I'm Boomerang, Rennie L.
Well, hello. My name is not I'm Boomerang, by the way, folks, in case it was confusing.
Hello, I'm Boomerang. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. Not bad. It's been quite a while since I spoke to you. What, about 20 minutes ago?
I know, it's been forever.
Seems like forever, ever.
Yeah, for real.
How's life treating you today?
It's okay. It's been a very frustrating couple of weeks. How about you?
Frustrating 4 years, but never mind. Moving on.
Due to the
Yeah, it is. I'm stuck in suspended animation. It's great to have you on, Rennie. Shall we get the next peep out?
do it.
Okay. Oh shit! I just pressed the button. Boomerang. Sorry, folks. Next, from a VPN far, far away, he's the golden reach-around droid of choice. It is Detective Z3PO.
Good evening, Mr. Brown.
Good evening, Mr. Z3PO. Detective 3PO.
Thank you.
How's the detective world going this week? Any murders been solved? Any crimes reported, etc., etc.?
No,
Okay.
but there was a mysterious Belgium hanging around with an odd moustache.
And on that bombshell, it's
On
great
that
to have you on, mate.
bombshell.
Oh, shall we get the next peep? Here you go, look. Bummering. Yes. Z's mic a bit low. It's because he's softly spoken, isn't it?
It is. It's because I am softly spoken.
Yes.
I can speak up.
It has nothing to do with you blowing out your mic from saying billions.
It might have.
Probably a lot to do with it.
I do have a spare here that Melvin deeply donated, but I've not got around to setting it up yet.
Well, it just sounds great when you talk normally, to be fair, but anyway.
Oh, fair
You
enough.
have a very ASMR voice, sir.
Oh, yes.
I like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Z. How are you?
No, not you, just Z.
Oh, okay.
Just me, Brown. You just take things nice and easy.
Oh.
Lay back
me
and
more.
I'll do the rest. Oh, yeah, you like that, don't you?
Oh, I love it, especially for in the chats. Speak up then. Hi. Shall we get the next peep out, Z? Somebody's enjoying it. Okay.
I'm reading the chat. I'm sorry.
Next, he's back, folks. He's been away for a while. It's the price. The price of reason.
Yep, that's me.
Waka
How's it
waka.
going?
Hello, my friend. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Great to be here.
Yeah, Doctor Who this evening. I do believe you kind of like Doctor Who, or did.
I do. I did like Doctor Who. Now I'm kind of apathetic, but there is a lot going on, so it's worth discussing.
You are going to be happier than a pig in shit later on, my friend.
Wow.
For sure.
Okay. It's great to have you, mate. Should we get the next peep out? Yes. Okay. look who it is, folks. Blue by name, blue by nature. He's a busy boy at the moment. Old Blue Tube himself. It is the movie cynic.
Oh, hi.
Hello there.
Hello there.
How you doing, my friend? It's been a while.
It has, hasn't it? Yeah, I'm doing well. How are
Far
you?
too long. Far too long. How's the channel going, my friend?
The channel's doing its thing, cruising along. In this very down period, there are no movies out right now, really.
I don't know. Rebel Baboon was superb.
I mean, I've been talking about it for a week now. It's just absolutely in love.
Not watched it. Can't be asked. I think I
Please
bailed.
don't. Save yourself.
I think I bailed first 10 minutes in. I thought, shit,
hmm
can't be bothered.
Yeah, I did that back in December, but I had to watch it like a double whammy, like two back to back, and it's almost over. Review's almost done.
When's it out? Do we know?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice. It is great to have you on, my friend. Show
Yeah,
me
it's
the
good
next
to be
peep
here.
out.
Please do.
Yes, you carry on doing the vid. mate.
Oh, okay.
I'll
We've done like
I'll
10 minutes.
Okay, and well, it says here, and last but by no means least, he's the wise elder of the channel. You know the rest. He's a great mega geek himself. Try not to spoil it this time, Ian. Half. In the jazz.
I'm not eating anything. I'm just drinking water today. Oh, Ian, behave yourself. There we go. Good shit.
No other guests.
They got your number.
Yeah,
Ow.
they certainly have.
Wow, chat just went woof. Then look at that.
Franco.
You got to get some merch done, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
How's
shit,
everybody?
isn't it? Yeah, not bad,
Head's
mate. You.
beauty. Yeah, I'm all right. I hope everybody's fine. Well, they all look fine from their avatars, of course.
I'm
There you
sure
go.
there won't be after we start talking Doctor Who.
Gold.
Oh, we're gonna be here all night if Lee comes in.
That's true.
You spoil it now.
Sorry.
Great to have you. Christ. Great to have you on, Ian.
So Lee is here, is he?
Okay, so is it? Oh, wait.
There's one
There is
more.
another.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
There is another, folks.
All right. Everybody
Right.
get your pillows ready.
There goes the neighbourhood.
The
Right.
newly
David.
turned 60-year-old.
Yeah.
Aye,
You're right.
aye.
Hey,
Hello.
I hear you got kicked off again, Mr.
Are you-
Lee.
I did.
What
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
do this time?
I was conspicuously
Careful.
Dewey.
Oh my God.
Are you on a perma ban?
I am on a permaban again for the third
Oh.
time on that account, particularly. And I top tip, folks.
Top tip.
If you're a bit dewy, or even if you're not a bit dewy, don't quote Mein Kampf.
Oh dear.
Doesn't go down too well.
That's my
Ah.
favourite romantic comedy.
I know, right? It's springtime.
It's great to have you on, Lee.
Thanks for having me.
I'm sure you'll be happy later on.
No, he
Oh,
won't. You know
no, I
he
won't.
won't.
Good evening, chats. We can see you. Good evening. 9-minute introductions. We're getting slower, but never mind. Great to see you all, folks. Shall we get on with it then?
Yeah,
Let's get on with it.
get
okay.
on with it.
Episode 199. Oh, 200
Nine. Sorry.
200 approaching. Wow.
Yeah.
Musings, Sunday, April 28th. What's today's date?
That face.
I normally don't. I think I've outdone myself on the thumbnail on this occasion.
You've outdone me already. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Yes,
it was
there's
like
many-
that.
There's many levels
really
to it.
isn't.
There's many levels to it, but okay. Please like, share, subscribe.
Hmm.
Donate to the channel. We need the grass cutting, folks.
Mm.
Okay. So we'll proceed. Let's go. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Shogun ended this week, I do believe.
Don't spoil it. I haven't seen the last. episode.
No spoilers, but who's seen it? Hopefully, Z.
Yes,
Anybody?
I have seen it. The Shogun finale was a bit of a letdown.
Oh,
It's a bit like one of those SpongeBob helium balloons 2 weeks after a children's party, where it's just sitting there, floating around, being absolutely pointless until you decide to inhale the rest and bin it. I was waiting for the Battle Royale and the Hulkamania of Japan.
no spoilers.
And was treated to a PowerPoint presentation full of shit that happened off screen.
Oh no!
Oh no!
They shit the bed.
Oh
I
no!
honestly thought I had the same feelings as I did at the end of Game of Thrones season 8.
Oh!
My missus thought the ending was brilliant. She thought it was fantastic until she found out it was a limited series and there's not going to be a season 2. It's not setting anything. Can somebody please tell me what was the point of Blackthorn? His inclusion was like Canto Bite from The Last Jedi. If you remove him entirely from the plot, the ending would remain exactly the same. Somebody correct me on that.
Dry Blackthorn cider.
What?
That's one for the Brits there.
So
Is
yeah.
it like flat tonic?
It's a flat joke. Moving on.
Yep.
Killed it. Sorry, folks. I killed it. Sorry. Go on, Z.
no.
Go on. Sorry, man.
No, that's pretty much it.
Oh, no.
At the end of it, Toranaga is just a scumbag.
No,
like the rest of the power-hungry scumbags.
Spoilers.
I didn't say anything about the plot, did I? Didn't say anything.
Spoilers.
Oh, no.
Spoilers.
Sorry, folks.
I'm
We
sad
didn't-
now.
ASMR
didn't-
spoilers.
Z, while you're up, you know the rule. Please, are you available?
I am. Scottish Celts for £10 says quality show.
Is that quality sweets, is it?
Quality Street.
Street.
They have paper. They have
Well,
paper wrappers now, don't they, Ian?
They do. Another annoying thing about life.
We demand
no shininess.
more plastic.
Yeah.
All right,
More plastic.
Okay, so here you go. In the chat, watch the original. Yeah. Probably should watch both. But anyway. Okay, so no more Shogun, everybody. Should we move on?
Shogun.
Shogun.
Hmm.
This was the biggie this week.
Well, this is for Cynic, isn't it?
Velma 2, everybody.
I've seen it. I've seen all the episodes because I'm doing a review on it, and I've been procrastinating because it's really, really bad. Even it's worse than the first season, if that was even possible. And then not only that, it's annoying to watch. It's become. I was saying that in a tweet that it's almost unreviewable. It's just so irritating to watch it. It's like it's such a chore. If you want some highlights, and I don't think I'm spoiling. Did anybody see it here except for me?
Not yet.
You said it's so bad it's unreviewable.
Right, because first of all, the first season there was at least some kind of suspense because I was wondering how they would ruin this property, but I already knew how they were going to ruin it. They had two options: one to try to course correct, which was already impossible at this point, or to just kind of lean into what they were doing. And it seemed like they were doubling down, tripling down. Just so you understand, in the second episode, I think they introduced, maybe in the first, one of those kind of they, them pronoun people that it's not clear if they're they or they're them. Do you know what I'm
it's just
trying
like
to say?
super ambiguous, and they're
Yeah, no, they're
make that a
pronouns.
plot point.
They make a point of pointing out that that's like the pronouns of the person. That's how they speak about that. Like they're they, them, and it's like a neutral gender or whatever that's added to the gang. And then Daphne and Velma continue to be in a romantic relationship that's kind of has tension and on and off. And meanwhile, this other they, them shows up, and it's kind of like, I dare say, like sort of a love triangle or whatever it is. And then the mothers of Daphne, they're also LG women. And I'm just like thinking to myself, what is this show? It's like, it's not even a situation that they have one character that they tried to do like for modern audiences. They completely took something that was one thing, and there's no connection to Scooby-Doo or anything. At some point they introduce Scrappy-Doo, and it turns out and I'm not ruining it for anybody. I don't recommend.
It's ruined
anybody-
anybody. It's ruined anyway.
It's
But-
Twice the meddling. I mean, that's telling you what it's doing.
right, and Scrappy just, and I'm not ruining it. I don't care. It's not a spoiler. You guys shouldn't watch it. It's terrible. Nobody enjoyed watching this. Scrappy Doo is a serial killer that wants to kill people all the time.
As does happen. Does tend to
So that's what they did with Scrappy Doo's character. He's kind of like a creepy killer that kills people, and I think I'm really scratching the surface here. It's just all the things that you can think of, all the sort of, sorry for the term, SJWs online that you see them tweeting and stuff. Take all those tweets and convert it into like a screenplay of all the activists with the blue hair, and that's what you get with this season 2 of Velma. Unbearable for me. I don't know. I had to watch it. I had to watch it until the end because I'm doing a review. But even after I watched it, I've been kind of dragging my feet because it's so bad.
The Anjin says it's stunning and brave.
Of course.
I didn't even finish season 1, to be honest. I got through the first 2 episodes and I couldn't do it.
First episode,
I had to watch a recap. I was like, oh, I'll have to go back and watch the rest, I guess, just to catch up. And I was like, wait, I don't even remember the first 2 episodes I actually watched. So I really just don't care. I watched the recap of season 1 and then I'll watch this. But my girlfriend's actually watching it right now, season 1. And she texted me and said, this is like the magical school bus for liberals in 2016.
Right.
And I thought that was pretty accurate. It like touches on, if I remember correctly from the first season, how I felt about it was that the style of comedy was dated already. Like it, just ignoring whatever it's trying to do with messages and all that bullshit. Objectively speaking, it's like the comedy is stale and dated, and it's because it's written by a comedian that was funny 15 years ago. And they didn't grow up. And
I don't think
like
that she was ever funny.
So.
I think she was funny when you put her next to Steve Carell and a bunch of other people.
Yeah, she could be. She was also the lead writer on that show and wrote the most episodes. So you have to kind of give credit where it's due. But the fact of the matter is the show isn't good. So
she
also
relied,
criticism where it's due.
She relied on a lot of other people for that show to work. I'm not saying, well, maybe I'll give you credit. Maybe she did something good there on that show. This one, it feels like, you know how on Family Guy sometimes you have 30 jokes in 1 minute and a lot of them are just random.
Yeah, that's exactly how I pointed it out in my review. Actually, I compared it to Family Guy. It's like
she saw Family Guy and she said, I'll turn Scooby-Doo into Family Guy. We'll just do a bunch of crazy references and just do a bunch of jokes. But most of her jokes are, like I said, they're not really jokes. They're just like lecturing, oh, why do white people have so much money? Oh, where we come from, we don't have that privilege. And that's
such
not
a weird
joke.
thing. That's also strange because she literally was born into
money. And she has a lot of money.
She's like the brown Taylor Swift, dude. Like
right.
This is a middle class rebellion, isn't it? The whole woke thing. It really is. It's just a bunch of white liberal middle class bourgeois people who want to have a bit of revolutionary action.
White presenting.
Oh, I mean, it's a meme. There's a meme about whatever world event is happening, and it says middle-aged white women, and it's like, how can I make this about me?
It's a revolution for middle class wine drinkers.
Yeah, like really bored.
Cat women.
Yeah, they're at home, hate their husbands, and need a cause.
That's it. Bored.
Will we get a 3rd season?
Please.
Oh, absolutely not. What they did with the last season was they released 2 episodes at a time weekly, so they get to torture us for like an entire month.
Did this drop in one go?
Yep, all dropped at once. They knew that they were contractually obligated to do this, so they just dumped it out. I don't know if you noticed, but people are shouting out Disparu in the chat. He is doing God's work when it comes to that show. And what's hilarious, his views on that have more views than the actual trailer for the fucking show.
Wow.
Does it say
the trailer for the show has like 166,000 views. Wow. It's crazy.
So Desperately's making money off it. Good for him.
Someone is, because HBO's not.
More than what they are.
They tried to end it on a cliffhanger, but I don't think that cliffhanger is ever going to get resolved.
Thank God for that.
They all die.
Okay,
The end.
so you're recommending Velma too, yes? Okay, let's move
Absolutely.
on. Let's move on. Let's move on. This dropped this week.
I haven't seen it. I want to watch.
I kind of want to see
I do
it.
too, dude.
Yeah, I kind of want to see it. Anybody? I'm kind of thinking that.
I've seen most of it.
Oh,
There's 6 episodes.
I've seen 4 out of 6. I actually
wow.
stopped watching it to do this stream right now. I
Oh,
was
thank you.
Gentlemen.
I'll give you my
Thoughts?
thoughts. It's not an insult like Velma or anything. It's not like you watch it and it's that kind of a disaster. I will say that the tone of it is a bit more sort of childish and cartoonish than I
Yeah.
would have liked. But it's I don't hate it. It's just if I think it could have been something cooler, and it's just kind of okay, I guess.
Is it
Well,
like
I've been burgled. Came in
Which
with
is
the
never
joke that I
nice.
wanted to use.
is it
see
like
that.
the TV or the Sonic movies in tone at least? Like is it
Yeah, that's
consistent?
what I want to know.
I feel
Yeah,
like I like the
yeah.
Sonic movies better than I like this
Mm.
this one because they have to fill more time. They're doing these episodes things. There's things that kind of feel fillery, and the filler they fill it up with very cartoonish stuff that even the humans and the part that's the real world act and look the things that we're seeing, even the action, it seems very cartoonish. I don't, for good and for bad. I don't know. Some people may like it. I just felt like they took it just a bit too much childish and silly than it needed to be. But at the same time, it's not like a Velma insult. It's just something that had potential to be better than it is. But I
Still
didn't.
fun though, yeah.
What'd you say?
It's still fun. It's fun.
It's fun, but you have to come with the right expectations.
Yeah.
If you know that you're watching, a friend of mine, Nick, the backyard TARDIS, was telling me that he felt like they were trying to do Alvin and the Chipmunks with Knuckles, and I understand why he was saying that to me because there's something about it that they've really tried to cater to kind of a silly, almost childish type of thing. That's the way I see it.
Ian, would you be interested in Knuckles?
Like your father.
That just sounds wrong.
I liked the movies, but
But so right at the same time.
it's funny. It's what was I going to say? It's when they make bits from movies into TV shows, the quality always sort of like gets worse, doesn't it? The quality of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a shame, really, that Ian loves Knuckles.
Sorry.
There you go, Flav, rimming only for Ian.
Welcome to the Brown Bukaki channel.
Yeah.
Bukkake Brown.
I only learned that yesterday. That word, yesterday.
What,
I learned that.
bukkake?
Really?
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah,
Does
you got
Brown
some
have
bukkake
an OnlyFans,
glasses?
by the way?
Did it change your life?
I was on.
Did it explain a lot?
I was on a live stream. And somebody said it, and I was like, "What is that? What does that mean?"
I can't believe you didn't know.
I don't know at all.
What have you been doing every weekend? No, that's
Wait till he learns about blue waffles.
Dear.
Or lemon parties.
I know lemon parties definitely. Yeah.
Oh, Brown invited you to one already.
Okay, who's going to watch it then? I think I'm going to eventually watch
Here.
Knuckles. Yeah,
I
yeah.
might watch it.
Yeah.
I might.
I
I'm gonna
watched
give
the
it a
first
shot.
episode. It wasn't made for me. It's just a little bit too juvenile.
Oh,
Is it? It's
okay.
definitely for kids, though, right?
Yeah, definitely for
Yes.
kids.
And it's not offensive. It's not that I saw it and thought that it was like crazy propaganda. At least I didn't see it. It just like what he was saying. It's childish.
Okay.
Is Knuckles meant to be a girl or a boy?
He's a
Boy.
boy.
I was gonna say
He's
he's
voiced
dude.
by Idris Elba.
Don't you misgender Knuckles,
Yeah.
for God's sake.
I was just
Yeah,
wondering.
Knuckles a dude.
I was just wondering. That's all.
He's such a dude. He's voiced by like a really black guy. So,
He talks like this.
I think he
Well,
does a good
yeah.
job, Idris Elba. Actually, that's probably one of the better things about it.
Have you not noticed that really big stars are doing voiceovers now? Because there's no work. There's hardly any work in
Easy
Hollywood.
money as well.
Yeah,
the
it's
roll,
very,
yeah.
You
yeah,
could do it at home. You could do it at home.
exactly. Yeah. So
Hello, Timmy.
interesting.
Okay. So we're I think we're recommending Knuckles, yeah?
It's
Was
not
your
offensive.
I haven't even
expectation-
seen it, but I'm going to recommend the shit out of it.
It's not offensive.
Yeah.
It's not offensive. It's childish, but it's also, you know, if you don't have anything to watch, and you like Sonic, it's not the worst thing that ever happened.
Ages 3 and up.
I did like the movies though. I did like both the movies.
I
thought they
did
were
too.
good.
It's not as
Yeah.
good as the movies.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Right. Let's move on then. Who saw the trailer this week? So there's a couple of posters drop.
Mm. Yeah,
So should we see the
Look-
post?
it looks good.
It looks
looks- I must
really
admit.
good.
I must admit, it looks good. I hope it doesn't fall into the category of bait and switch thing. So
Yeah,
I'll
like
say-
great trailer, and it's all the best bits of the film or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
and I think there's like a false hope set with this. Like some people are like, "Oh, is it going to save the MCU?" Absolutely not. Will it be an enjoyable movie? I'm hoping so, and that's all I'm really looking for. But I'm not looking for it to save the MCU, and I'm not having that expectation. I just want an enjoyable movie with Wolverine and Deadpool.
Uh,
I hear you.
Bayonetta, Mr. Banana answers me. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
But you know what, right? Hugh Jackman, he doesn't look too bad for the age that he is, does? I mean, he just looks,
No.
he
Same
looks
age
cut.
as
great.
me.
Cut
Yeah.
as
That's
fuck, man.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks great.
You know, aside from being too tall for the role, like because Wolverine is what 5'2" in
5
the
foot,
comics.
yeah, 5'2".
But
so-
like, you know, aside from that, he really looks the part of Wolverine. Like
Mm.
they did a great job with Hugh Jackman, and he acts the part. Wolverine is an awesome character. If you guys ever read the comics, he is amazing. He's my favorite X-Man. He's just, you know, he's an anti-hero / hero. Just,
did
you
you
know, I don't know. I just love.
did you
Wolverine.
hear that they're going to include the Wesley Snipes Blade into the MCU? I read that
What?
today. Yeah, I read that today.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know if they meant with the new Blade movie or what.
No, with
Because
the
everybody.
Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
Yes.
But that's too much. There's a lot of rumors out there. Just like they were saying that Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds' wife, is going to be female Deadpool or whatever, or Lady Deadpool. I'm like, I don't know if I believe that. And then Henry Cavill is supposed to be another version of Wolverine. There are so many rumors going around. I don't know what to believe.
Yeah, but we'll see though. Once it's released, July, and then we'll go and see it, and then we'll come back here and slag it off. Or
though,
think it's
will
great.
it?
Oh yeah, what? Because everything's moving. Is that what you mean, Ian? Because they've moved 2 films. They've moved the Karate Kid, haven't they, till next year?
Possibly.
Are you guys going to get the popcorn bucket?
Well, Wolverine and Deadpool.
Wolverine.
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 I don't think we get them over here. I wanted the
Really?
Dune, or was it June bucket, but we didn't get them.
I know you could have
No,
had a
we-
girlfriend at the movie theater, so to
Oh,
speak.
shut up.
That's him and Smilex. What are you talking about?
Cynic, you looking forward to Deadpool, Wolverine?
I actually am.
I think-
I think it's
yeah,
just going to be a
agreed.
flash in the pan. You know, it's going to be at best a really reasonable finale to the Deadpool series, and we discussed it on BSUP on Monday. Like, there's no
Yeah.
way this is going to revitalize interest in the MCU. I mean, it's not even this last trailer almost ditched all like anything related to the MCU, like whatever the fuck I forget what it's called, the multi-dimensional police thing.
Yeah.
TVA.
TVA. Yeah, they completely forgot about that in that trailer. Thank God.
You know, the director
Mhm.
says that it's not a sequel to the last one. It's its own thing. It's
Mhm.
completely
okay.
separated from the last movie. So
Yeah, but didn't they like in the trailer, don't they have that picture of Wolverine and the kids from Logan, or am I crazy?
I don't
like-
know.
There
They're
was a shot
tying-
from
You're
that
definitely
movie.
crazy.
Yeah. It looks like they're tying it into something. So
Yeah,
Okay, do you want to see another poster?
going in.
Sure.
Sure.
oh yes.
It does look good. I mean, seriously,
God,
you know, 'cause
yeah.
I've seen pictures of Hugh Jackman before he was involved in this, and he looked really old. But in the film, I don't know if they've done some digital thing on his face and stuff like that. He looks, you know, it looks like he just stepped out of the first one. Or
Like
maybe
I
even the
feel
second one.
like whenever he's on set and he's super pumped, and then of course he's got the whole Wolverine gear on, that kind of helps to de-age him, so to speak.
He could cut the grass, couldn't he?
Yeah, for shooting. You cut the grass for silly Gatwick.
There you go. Legend in his own lifetime, side effects. Dylan Mulvaney to make a cameo as an X-Man.
393 of my days of X-manhood.
What would their X-Man name be? Bud Light?
I salute you, side effects. I salute you.
But isn't Jennifer Garner? Jennifer Garner's going to be in this, isn't she?
Supposedly as Elektra.
Elektra, yeah.
Lecturer.
Elektra. Yeah, she's going to be on.
She's going to be
gonna have students
What?
teaching.
What?
A lecturer. Yeah.
Lord.
It's probably going to be like Spider-Man No Way Home. It'll be an anomaly. Maybe people will go see it and even like it, but then 5 minutes later they'll release one of their Marvel's type of movies.
Gary. Gary, Nerdrotic was saying that on is it Lauren Chen's podcast? That's they'll follow this. If this is a massive hit, they will follow this up with some shite.
Because that's all they're producing. I mean, we have those Disney Plus shows, Ironheart and Agatha. Who even wants to see those things? And that
not me.
Blade movie with Mahershala Ali that until now they can't settle on a script.
Turns out you should just have him kill vampires. Crazy.
Here you go. Rest in peace, Professor XY. Wow.
Oh, but I do
Very
see
good. Yeah, I like it.
Professor X's sister is supposed to be the villain of the movie, by the way.
So
Wink,
what
wink.
was she? Professor
Cassandra Nova.
Cassandra.
But you know what, right? That's
XX.
basically what it is, isn't it? Because like the TVA comes along and says to them, you have to save the multi-universe, and then they send him out there, and then it's an excuse to see other versions of other superheroes from the 20th Century Fox versions to the Disney versions, and I think everybody's right. It's just going to be another Spider-Man No Way Home. Again, if this is a huge hit, they're going to be replicating this.
Yeah, they need to follow this
ridiculous.
on with another hit, but they won't because they've just been producing shite.
Yeah, I'm not
no
looking.
doubt a lot of people are going to go and see this. So.
I'm not looking for this to be the first of many good things to come out of Marvel. If it's good, like Cynic said, it's going to be like a one-off. It's not going to be like, oh my god, the rest of the movies are going to be totally awesome. No, it's just going to be a one-off.
Okay.
Currently undergoing reshoots.
Is it?
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute.
End of May.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, we'll move on. We'll sidestep. Okay.
Do you think it's Disney's
Rennie, are you
making them
sandpapering?
Does sound like
the reshoots? Do you think?
We'll get to that in a minute. If that's okay. Rob Liefeld says, I think, is he the creator of Deadpool?
Yeah, he made Deadpool.
Yeah, I did my research for once. Deadpool 3 has the best action sequences for a MCU film since The Winter Soldier. Wow.
What the fuck does he know?
Yeah, he's hyping up his own movie. It's
Exactly.
Oh, because he'll be on commission or
I mean, he obviously gets residuals, I'm sure, and it's his character, and he's real proud, as he should be.
Yep.
But I certainly wouldn't take his very biased opinion about how amazing, Yeah. I'm sure they're good, but Jesus Christ, everything's always the best thing since the last thing.
Just like Rebel Moon was supposed to be like better than Star Wars, right?
Don't know.
Yeah, it's when you combine Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, what do you get? Something that's that good combined. That's what you get. Logic says, right?
Didn't they say this week that the lightsaber fight in the Acolyte is going to be better than the Phantom Menace?
Lightsaber whips
is going to be better than last. Yes.
I'm sorry. Who said that anyway? Z. Who said that?
Which bit?
Probably Leslie
Headland.
One of those people.
What squarehead woman said that?
Probably.
Really?
If not, then somebody else there. I thought it was her, but it could be somebody else.
All right. Okay. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't have that up at the moment.
Oh well, never mind.
The lady with the mullet.
Which lady?
Brown?
No,
I haven't got mullet.
Doesn't Leslie Headland have a mullet?
I thought
I
she
don't
had like
know.
a short haircut.
No, it's like
Oh.
kind of she brushes it back, but then behind the
Am
ears, there's
I-
kind of.
Price, am I allowed to say something about Leslie Headland
Sure, yes.
and yourself?
Yeah, you could say it.
You know her, don't you?
Well, knower is a wouldn't describe it accurately.
From the past.
From the past years ago, I had a strange situation where I lived in New York City in the East Village, and there was sort of a bar that had a theme of like movies, and I would frequent that bar. It was kind of like a local hangout, and I think that other people sometimes that were into movies or things like that, sometimes they were like artsy. They'd show like movies on the wall and weird things like that. So one night, and this is years ago, I'm talking years. I was sitting at the bar as I often did, and I was drinking, some whiskey or whatever. And next to me sat down some at the time relatively, I mean, not super young lady, but she was in her 20s or whatever it was. And we sat there an evening, and we both had drinks, and we talked a lot. And she told me that she worked for Harvey, and all this stuff. And the weirdest thing is that I was kind of really excited. I said, "Wow, I'm studying film and screenwriting. This is the best thing ever." And I will say that when I said how exciting, and I was so excited about it, she didn't seem very excited. Like maybe something between the lines of what she was saying is that it wasn't easy to work at Miramax or whatever. I think she was working at that time at that thing. And we just talked for a few hours about movies and stuff. And the final thing I'll say about it is that today when you see her, she has like the mullet and she looks kind of strange. But at the time she was she looked very womanly, meaning she was wearing completely what a woman would wear. She was thin. Not that I'm people can gain weight over the years, but I'm saying she was thin. She looked very womanly. She had makeup. She had everything about her. It was almost like you're talking to a different person, but it was 100% her.
I thought you were going to say that her head was so square you couldn't watch the film that was being projected on the wall.
No,
no.
she looked like a regular woman. Wow. I know that's a weird thing to say now when you see her walking the red carpet at Lucasfilm.
Like feminine?
Yes, she acted feminine. She looked feminine. I don't even know. I don't know what her background is. I don't know if at the time she presented herself one way or another in secret, but that's not what it looked like when she was at that thing, when I talked to her at all.
Well, we all know that Harvey prefers women, right?
Right.
So that's why she had to dress like a woman, I guess. I don't know.
She must be overjoyed that he's been exonerated.
Not touching that one. Not touching that one. Anyway, okay. Let's sidestep then, yes?
Well, that was the story. Yes, and it's true and it's strange, and I always think it's weird that happened to me, but it did.
No, it's good. It's a good story.
It is.
I mean, meeting Squarehead is a good party thing, isn't it? If you're at a party, you can talk about it, or a dinner party. It'd be a great story, right?
It's an icebreaker. It's an icebreaker.
Exactly.
Here you go. Exactly. Speaking of icebreaker, Dr. Iceman, hello, my friend. Regular Woman is so 2015, and we're not talking 8:15 in the evening either.
So, out of 10, what would you guys give Squarehead?
Well,
are we talking about 2024?
Yes.
I think Ryan is the only one that comes up with that line. I think you've taken over Ryan, Rennie.
Okay, so when
I'm
do we get
pleading
to
the fifth.
Pleading the fifth.
Don't blame me. Okay, this dropped yesterday evening. Deadpool and Wolverine is reportedly currently going through reshoots, and it should last until May. Wow.
You know why they're going through reshoots? Is because basically
more woke,
like 2 days from now.
Not enough woke.
Basically, probably Deadpool slapped a woman or punched a woman, villain, and they were like, "You can't have that. We've got to have the woman beat you up." And and Disney stepped in with their size 9s and bloody changed everything. Probably that's what they're doing. Because as I said in the previous stream, don't believe that Ryan Reynolds has got control over this. He's under Disney now, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's a bit woke. So there you go.
When was this posted?
Yesterday evening, literally 24 hours ago.
Oh,
Are
well,
we-
I mean, like
In
May's like
fact,
3 days
less.
away.
Yeah, because that's my thing. It's almost May. That's first. And secondly, I thought Ryan Reynolds said the reason that the movie was pushed back to July is because of all the strike stuff.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Maybe
Because it
who
was
knows?
pushed up too. Like that was the
Yeah.
thing. It was pushed way back, and then they actually moved it forward.
They're
yeah, and then they
desperate.
had the strike and they pushed it back again.
Yeah,
So they
and
had
then they
to-
pushed it forward again once the strikes were over. Like I think
Oh,
they
wow.
pushed it out to like November, and then they pushed it back to July.
I
Oh,
don't
I
Or
didn't
think
realize
pushed
that.
it forward to July rather. I guess would
Here
be
you
the
go.
correct term.
In the chat, it's being sensitive red. And
It's going through
therefore
sweet
reshot.
baby ink right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. That's probably what's
Christ.
going to happen. But that's what I'm saying. Keep fingers crossed that Disney is not, trying to change it, because I like Deadpool and I like Ryan Reynolds. It'll be a shame if the movie was terrible.
Is it too late in the day to be messed up though? What Ben Rod says, because it's literally out in what?
Well, I
two-
don't know.
Mm.
Maybe it's an
Yeah.
effect that didn't work or something.
Must
I
be
don't know.
minor reshoot.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, like deleting all the scenes with Jonathan Majors in them.
Yeah.
I will say it will
Yes.
be awfully depressing if this is Jackman's last run as Wolverine and it gets completely shit on. So
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
there you
well.
go then.
Hmm.
Oh well.
Move
That's
along.
That's taken the gloss off it, hasn't it? The sheen off it.
Hmm.
Do we
Break
think
the
it's going to be
grass.
good? Do we think it's going to be good?
I hope so. You can't tell
Yeah.
these days with movies. You
Mm.
just can't tell.
it's
I want
hard
to
to
see-
tell,
I
but
want
the
to see
trailer's giving me
Abigail.
hope.
By the way, Cynic, I went to see Abigail and I thought it was great. It was a
Oh,
lot of
I
fun.
haven't even seen Abigail
It's
yet.
really fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You should
Mm.
you should watch it.
Yeah, well,
It's really good. Sorry, carry on.
Okay. Is it going to do the bill?
The bill, like the
Do
TV
the
show
bill?
bill.
Like-
Ilion.
Oh, billion. Who
Oh.
knows? Who knows?
That's-
no, it will not.
Oh, that's so hard.
It will be a massive disappointment. I hope
Deadpool
not.
is so popular, and people I remember when Ryan Reynolds was in the running, or even before then, people were like, please let Ryan Reynolds play Deadpool. And he won the audience over big time. I know people really loved the first movie. The second one wasn't so great, but it was still more enjoyable than the MCU. So I would like to think that it'll make a lot of money.
Here we go.
It'll make a lot of money, but it's not going to hit $1 billion. I think it's R-rated, and the box office landscape is just not the same as it was the last time a Deadpool movie was out. The last R-rated movie, or Joker, was the only superhero R-rated movie to hit $1 billion, and that was in 2019. It was pre-pandemic.
Wasn't,
the last two Deadpool movies made
Deadpool-
over
yeah,
700
yeah.
million. There's no way this movie's going to make $1 billion, even with the addition of Hugh Jackman. It's just like it's too balanced out by the change of the theater landscape now
So,
and how people
So
consume movies.
Cynic
Which is
and
a
Rennie,
shame.
right? In America, right? If
Mhm.
if a film is R, right, you allowed to take your kids to see it.
You can,
Yes, but they have to be with a
with you.
guardian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have
Oh,
to
I see.
pretend to be with an adult.
Yes.
Okay. But in England, if it's an if it's what do we have here? It's not R, do we? What's the one at the top here? And I can't. Well, X. 70s. You're talking about there.
X 18.
Yeah, 18. If it's an 18, you can't take your kids to see it at all.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
over here,
not
no,
allowed.
you
No.
can't. You're not allowed to.
Yeah, if it's NC-17 here, which is super rare to be in a movie theater, it
Right.
basically won't be in a theater now. But that would be the one where like you have to be at least 17 to see the movie.
Right. Gotcha.
Hmm. Okay. So we're kind of thinking it's going to be 800. Yeah.
I think, yeah, probably like 800 was my
Yeah.
guess.
That might be
Okay.
fair. Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty good, like for, all things considered, where it's at.
Okay. Let's move on. I think it's moving on.
What's
Okay.
this?
Moon Knights and the Falcon and Winter Soldier are releasing on 4K 3D in these limited edition steelbooks next week.
And
And
sales
that-
figure is going to be off the charts.
Then those two can bloody fuck off.
It'll
Basically,
be
they
off
were
the
both
charts 'cause I was
awful.
buying them. That's why.
They're
7
both
copies
awful.
sold.
Yeah, they were
Straight to
both
the bin.
awful. Yeah, exactly. What else can you say?
Are they desperate for money?
Oh yeah,
Duh.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier had the freckle Jesus girl in it, didn't
Yep.
it? As I recall, yeah, that was not.
Yeah.
That was not good.
She's totally not a terrorist. I really wish you'd stop calling her that.
Yeah.
She's just murdering innocent people to send a political message. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are we getting a second season of Moon Knight? Did I read, or did I imagine that?
I hope not.
I
'cause
hope
it was
not.
rubbish.
No,
It was absolute rubbish. Let's face it.
Crap.
It started off promising.
Yes,
I got
it
really
did.
into it, and then it just went off a cliff. As soon as
It was
that-
good
you know-
for one episode, maybe.
But you know why they're doing this is because they literally need money. Because I remember
Yes.
somebody at Disney said that and on Netflix they were never going to release their stuff on Blu-ray because they need it to be on the channel for people to watch. And Disney comes out with this. Do you know what I mean? It's like they definitely need the money.
Here you go, Glavin. I'll start again. Glavin. Sorry, Gavin. Gavin Blackburn. Falcon and Winter Soldier is pro. It was.
Yeah.
You've got to do better, Senator. That one. That's the one,
Yeah.
isn't it? Falcon Winter Soldier.
I will never watch these shows ever again.
Nor would I.
Nope.
We've said this many times, didn't we, Ian? First 15 minutes, Falcon, Winter
Yes,
Soldier,
yes.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
was
then it
so
just went-
excited. I was
and
like,
then it just went-
yes, it's going to be great. And then
Weekly missions, it'd have been amazing.
total rubbish. Total rubbish. He's not coming back, though, Stans, is he? He's not coming back to the.
Sebastian Stan,
MCU.
what has he had enough?
Nope. He's had enough, apparently.
Ah,
Wants to do serious movies.
what Star Wars? Seeing available, my friend. Slightly going back.
I am Flav for £10 which is real money, don't you know? I hope this is good. Ryan deserves it, and we would never have even got one without him.
Yes.
Yes, because
Yeah.
didn't he leak the Deadpool promo originally?
Yes.
He did.
Yes.
He did. With the visual effects guy, if it wasn't for the visual effects guy, they would never have done that little promo.
Yeah.
That went off the charts, didn't it, when it was released? I think it was
Yes.
released on YouTube, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Originally.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, my friend. Let's.
10 pawns.
An actor
Let's
understands the fandom. Who knew?
Actually. Yeah, you're right, Lee. Absolutely right.
Here you go. While we're here, Bayonara Rad at Mr. Brown Lines to me. Bucky should have been Captain America.
Yep.
You
And
mean
you know,
Bucky?
did you watch the Corridor Crew when they were doing interview with the stunt guy? And he was the one that arranged the fight between
Mhm.
Captain America and Winter Soldier in that film. And he said the
Mhm.
reason why Captain America threw his shield and Bucky caught it was to tell everyone that
Yeah.
he's going to be the next Captain America. And then suddenly everything changed.
Well, but
That's why
that's the
they
way
did
it
it.
is in the comics
Yeah,
because when
yeah.
Steve Rogers dies, the Winter Soldier takes over as Captain America, and then they just went straight to the Falcon.
Well, I
Lame.
find it-
Subverting your expectations.
But I find it very fascinating that the stunt guy said that he literally put it in there because that's the next evolution of
That
Captain
was the
America.
cue,
Yeah.
visual cue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
and
took
then
it
they
as a
changed
nod
it.
to that. Yeah.
Yeah, they changed it. Totally, completely changed it.
So who here is looking forward to Captain America 4?
Get
Exactly.
me.
Nobody.
Okay.
They've
Standing in
reshot
line
that
right
movie
now.
like 3 times already.
Yeah.
Probably going to
Holy
be the most
crap.
expensive movie ever made. That.
Instead of taking a black character like Luke Cage and making that into a big movie, they would rather take a white character and stick a black man in there. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I
As a
still
person
say-
of color myself,
Sloppy
I feel
seconds.
insulted. Yeah,
Sloppy seconds.
They should
Yeah.
have recast T'Challa in the Black Panther.
that's right.
series.
That's right.
Not kill
For
him
sure.
off. That was a terrible mistake.
Okay.
Do you think they
Let's-
might have a plot point about the fact that he's black and is Captain America?
No.
That'll be the whole
No.
movie. They're going to keep
No.
talking about it.
I don't know.
Here you go,
No.
folks. Professor R2, hello, my friend. Captain Falcon, that's all we did there, will lose 200 million it will be ruinous.
Oh,
I wonder.
wow.
I wonder how much they've spent on it. Considered they've made this movie 3 times.
Apparently, it's the most expensive movie ever
Yeah,
made.
And it's
Most
probably
expensive
$400
movie.
million
Yeah,
on this
yeah,
fucking
but it
movie.
will be. Yeah. I bet it'll be $500 million when it's all.
Jesus.
Z, available, mate. You're kind of on a roll this evening. Please.
I am Black Lives or Black Knives or 199. Your name is Toby. I mean Captain America now.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not looking good. Not
I
looking
wonder if
good.
the movie will feature his shrimp boat again.
Yeah, and his family.
And his family on the shrimp boat. That
Yeah.
was quite a plot.
What a load of old bollocks, eh? Come on, let's face it. What a load of
Okay,
rubbish.
let's move on then.
Yeah. Oh my God. Moving on to this.
More
stupid
proof. The Marvels is a massive bust as planned Photon series got cancelled as a
I didn't
result.
even know there was a Photon series.
Yeah,
Neither
same.
did I.
I didn't know either.
Use your black. What is it? Black. What is it? Remember in that film?
Black Girl Magic.
Black Girl Magic. Yeah, that's what it was.
Black Girl Magic.
What a load of bollocks.
So patronizing, isn't it?
It
It's
is.
just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
You mean it's empowering?
Of course it is. Yeah. Not empowering
She
the
was
bank
shite in one division.
She was. And she got her powers by what? Do you know what I mean? It's
Dr.
like,
Watts.
Walking through a magic wall.
yeah. What a load of rubbish.
Who TF is
Bukkake.
Photon?
It's like, yeah.
I mean, I
Nice.
didn't like the way the character was written, but I didn't hate the actress. I just think she was given very poor material.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Agreed.
I've heard arguments that in the comic books she's a pretty well developed character. So you know,
I want to see her with an afro like she is in the comic books.
Mm. Yeah.
we won't be getting it. And you know what? They had their opportunity with these C-list characters, and they completely shot themselves in the foot. So back to the drawing board.
Lobber.
Lobber.
She delivered that immortal line to Wanda. At least she's a meme. Well, there you go.
never know what you sacrifice
for them.
Fuck God.
Bitch, you enslaved an entire town.
How many people did you let die? Yeah, really stunning.
Bayonara Rad.
She was just finding herself.
Of course.
I heard rumors that this actress have a fight with Brie on set.
Well, in the film, she
Scissoring.
almost
Scissoring.
did. Yeah.
Here you go, folks. Scottish Celts for £2. Real money, allegedly. We still getting Agatha. Fucking hell.
What a load of
Jesus
rubbish.
Christ.
Why?
What's it called this week? Agatha and the Caravan of Courage? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Agatha and the fucking
Agatha Boogaloo.
Scissorings.
Do you know
fucking
what? There's
Scissorings.
There's one more Marvel hero that they haven't done only because he's a white male. Nova. I remember reading Nova as a kid. I
Where's
don't know if you
Captain
guys
Britain?
remember. Captain
Yeah.
Britain as well. They haven't
Mhm.
tackled him yet either. So
I was a big fan of the Richard Rider Nova.
yeah, I really it's like Spider-Man, right? He was like a teenager. Is that the right one?
No, this is that. You're
That's the
thinking of
original one.
next one.
All right.
Captain Britain would be from Bridlington, and he'd be Asian, wouldn't he?
There's nothing wrong
Yeah,
with
probably.
Bridlington at this time of year.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Mm.
Okay, some releases then, folks. Major releases December, end of the year. Is that Night Bitch?
What's
Is-
Night Bitch?
Is that from Kick-Ass?
I don't know.
No, it's
That's a
the,
character in Kick-Ass. Night
It's
Bitch,
the sequel
right?
to Day Bitch. Waka Waka.
As soon
No,
as Rat
that's
gets
seriously a
roasted.
character in the Kick-Ass comics. I thought was Night
Is it?
Bitch, and she was in Kick-Ass 2.
Night
movie.
Bitch is an
Wait.
up-and-coming American comedy horror film.
Right.
It's
okay.
based on the 2021 novel of the same name, which is what? How she turns into a dog.
She turns into a dog.
What?
Okay.
And that's not demeaning to women at all.
Is that not
Okay, that's
problematic?
interesting. I'm surprised they're going to be releasing it. No, I'm just saying, with all the women like so much better than men thing, surprised they're going to have a character named Night Bitch that turns into a dog.
Maybe it's played by a dude.
The book
Oh,
is a
okay.
magical realism style story of a stay-at-home mum who sometimes transforms into a dog.
Maybe
Starring Dylan Mulvaney.
Wait a
it'll be
moment.
non-binary night bitch.
That sounds like
What?
the. That sounds like the. Do you remember that Disney film called The Shaggy DA? Sounds like that. Anybody
Yeah.
remember that? Wow, it's
Yeah,
weird.
it's a little, but that was a dude, I thought, right?
Yeah, it's a dude. Yeah. Now they changed. Well, everybody knows that Disney changed everything
okay.
to women.
Craven the Hunter, December 13.
Waste of time. Why have a film about a B-list villain? Why make a whole film? Oh, it's ridiculous. What a waste
agree.
of our time.
Sonic 3, December 20.
Oh, I might go and see that.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that'll be okay.
Fuck yeah. Is that Musafa the live
Mufasa?
action?
Musafa, yeah.
Mufasa?
Is that
That
live
as
action
well.
or cartoon? Is that live
It
action?
is
They're all
cartoon.
cartoons.
It's all cartoon.
It's the 3D lion thing,
Oh, okay.
the CGI lions.
All right, gotcha.
The quote unquote live action.
Is that Nosferatu on
Yes.
Christmas Day?
Yeah. The third
Wow.
remake.
December is really packed.
Who's making that one then? The Nosferatu? Anybody?
That's the
Anybody
guy
know?
who played, what's it in It, isn't it? What's his face?
Is that like an A24
Oh, yeah,
movie
Bill-
or something?
Don't
Bill
know.
Skarsgård?
Skarsgård, that's the one.
Yeah, not interested in
Um,
him as Nosferatu. Thank you for the reminder.
I
Rennie,
want to watch the original again.
Rennie,
The original
what's
is great.
Yeah.
Rennie, what's
And
the second
the
one?
Shadow of the
Well, once
Vampire.
Lee's done talking.
Really good.
Talking.
I opened my mouth for the first time in ages. And I got
Sorry, you had your chance, sir.
Wow. I'll just leave.
Oh my gosh. Are you talking about
Ah.
Lord of the Rings War of the
Oh,
Rohirrim?
God.
Isn't it supposed to be like an animated movie?
Yeah.
Apparently so, yes.
But it's produced by Peter Jackson, right?
Yes, proper Lord of the Rings.
And
Warners
it's supposed
as
to
well.
have what's her name as the voice of Éowyn, like the lady that played Éowyn in the movies, Miranda Otto. So might be
But,
good if Peter Jackson's involved.
Well, Peter Jackson seems to be taking a step back
back
from
seat.
directing, doesn't he? He's just producing
Yeah.
stuff now. So yeah.
Okay, Melvin, I don't think this Melvin, the super chats are not highlighting for some reason. Just let me have a look. I've probably gone past. Okay.
Oh, you forgot
Uh,
about Melvin. Mean.
No, I don't think the normally the super chats auto star, but for some reason it's not doing it tonight because I nearly missed one earlier. Sorry, Melvin. It's probably I'm probably too far gone now.
Melvin
Yeah,
Deeply for £2 says, "Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is shit."
Oh yeah, he did that one way early. I didn't realize you hadn't highlighted it. Sorry, Melvin.
Yeah,
Once Upon a Time in
normally the StreamYard's auto highlights, but it's just not doing it tonight.
I have them highlighted. Well, I have 4 highlighted over here.
Oh,
I have the.
I must have
super
done
chats
something
auto
then.
star.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go over to the tab, you can turn on and off auto star super chats. Is it on?
I can't see it.
Huh. Maybe because I'm on here, it gave control over to me.
I
I
don't
don't
think it makes any difference, but it's never done it before.
Welcome
But anyway,
to
sorry,
switching
folks.
on and off again.
Welcome to IT support on Mr. Brown Lights. Okay. Shall
In the bin
we-
with Brown.
I live in the bin. What are you on about? Okay, let's move on then, because we've got a
Really
ton
top
of
note.
slides. Okay, I thought I'd pop this in. Probably the last we're going to hear from this. Dune 2, or is it, has passed 700 million worldwide. So it's at the end of its run now, folks.
It's nice, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's not
Okay,
bad.
it's
I
not
thought it was a
bad.
pretty enjoyable movie, but I mean, I don't know.
Budget
It was-
190 million, so that's a pretty respectable return.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really good. It made almost exactly what I thought it was going to make, and now I'll move on with my life.
It
I think
seems strange.
we're guaranteed a third movie.
You have
Yeah.
another super
Yeah.
chat, Brown.
Yeah, I caught that one. They're still showing it on IMAX, aren't they? Even though it's been released on, is it HBO or
No,
streaming?
Amazon. It's on Amazon now.
It's on Amazon. Mhm.
Yeah.
Why are they so
Yeah.
desperate to get it out on streaming when it doesn't really make money on streaming, does it?
Yeah, of
Well,
course it does.
initially, they probably sell it. It's not free on Amazon. You probably have to pay like $20 to watch it.
Yeah.
No, over here it's free. It's free on Amazon. Over
Really?
here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not free here.
It
my
comes
knowledge.
with the package.
Wow.
Amazon, so yeah. 1 and 2.
Interesting.
Okay, Igor folks. XBT for £2.36. Thank you, my friend. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. I have put now auto star super chats or whatever it is. So see if it
Positive.
works. Okay. Thank you, my friend. Okay, shall we
Move along.
Move along. We'll blast through these because we want to get to the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is Cynic's favorite movie, man.
Yeah, this is this year's fucking Transformers. Fuck this movie and its entire fan base.
Godzilla X Kong, the new empire, has passed 500 million.
You want to piss off Cynic?
How did it make that much? It just looks so fucking cringe. I just couldn't see myself spending money on it.
He's pink
I love
now.
Godzilla, but fuck, man, it looks bad.
Yeah, I mean, I liked Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah,
I,
that
I
was pretty tolerable.
respectfully agree with all of the critiques that were hurled at it. Everyone was right, but this movie just doesn't really do it at all. It's so fucking stupid. It doesn't have the cool wow factor of seeing Godzilla versus Kong fight for the first time again. And that's really the second time, but that was like the last movie was the first time in the modern age, so it was cool. It was different. And this movie is an abomination, and it really exposed the fan base for the smooth-brained, shallow dumbasses that they are. And that goes from the top down. That goes from the content creators who have the balls to actually say something in the comment section and then never respond back.
Is it really that bad?
Yeah. It's wild what this fan base has. But hey, you know what? If you enjoyed this movie,
good for you.
Probably for a reason.
Brown.
Do they identify with Godzilla because of the pink? Like they got the pink
That's so
side now.
stupid.
I put up a review where I said it was really lazy and the writing is poor and everything, and that it was only good if you like the monster fights. And I thought that was a very reasonable review. But so many people in my comments were annoyed and were getting upset, and I don't know what they were getting upset about. I mean, it's not like they made the movie. Who cares if I don't love it?
No, you see what the problem is that these people actually attach the quality of these films to their fucking identity. And so if you criticize the movie, it hurts the one thing that they have positive in their life. So they actually have to make sure to tell you that, because if they don't, they're basically not defending themselves.
Wow.
Go to hell.
Sometimes somebody has a review and I agree or may not agree with it, but what does it help me to go and start yelling at the person with comments and getting upset? I mean, just seems really weird.
Mental.
Yeah, because if you just answer back, the trolls feed off of that bullshit sometimes.
Correct.
There's even a few people that unfollowed me. Like I actually, when I posted the review, I mean, people were following and unfollowing me, but it was the strangest thing because I've never seen that before with a video. And it wasn't even the worst review. I just kind of pointed out what I thought was wrong with the movie, and people took it really personally.
I actually love when that happens because it's good. It gets rid of people that can't possibly disagree once.
Right.
Like, oh, this guy, I don't agree with his opinion on this movie. Unfollowed. Like, if you actually think that you're going to agree with every single thing out of everyone's mouth that you follow every time, and if you don't, you need to barricade yourself away from that and stay in a fucking echo chamber. Feel free to do that, but that's not, I'll look at as a benefit, because I think, when I posted this, I lost like 100 subscribers or something.
Damn.
No joke. It's
yeah,
no
like
joke.
that
You know what
day.
I'm talking about.
Holy crap.
Wow.
And just final comment, I even had a few people that later I posted, I think, a review for Rebel Moon, and at least somewhere somebody popped up and said, well, after your terrible takes on Godzilla, I don't even know if I can take this review seriously. It's like it was a residual effect that not only did I annoy them before, now they're back to tell me, even on a later review, that they're annoyed again, if that makes sense.
They just can't keep away. Z, you available, mate? Please.
I most certainly am. Common people in the chat for £10 says, testing, just two.
But King
Okay,
Kong's
my
got a
friend.
glove on though, isn't he? King Kong, man, he's got
Oh, yeah, he's got a
freaking
powerful
fist
robotic
glove.
arm.
Thanos.
Just, you know, it's,
Is it
Fist
Thanos?
of Kong.
the fist of Kong, yeah.
Knuckles,
Really?
Knuckles of Kong.
Take you to Pound
Fisting
Town.
Godzilla.
And Godzilla's pink. He's got
Ian,
ridiculous.
do you like Ian? Do you like a
Big.
good power glove, as it were?
Mm,
Who doesn't
No.
love a good fisting?
The funny
Okay.
thing is, like, this movie, the defense of this movie, at the bare minimum, like ground level defense, is just turn your brain off. It's a monster movie. Monsters fight each other. That's fucking cool. Like, yeah, well, I'm not comparing it to the fucking Godfather. I'm comparing it to the last Godzilla movie.
Exactly.
Like Godzilla
Amazing.
versus Kong, not
Great
even
film.
Godzilla -1.
Great
That
film.
movie actually had pretty memorable monster fights.
Fucking
Like, if
great
you
film.
wanted to actually use that as a defense for that movie, I could see that. It has two pretty, like, within the monster verse or within the kaiju verse now, I would say pretty classic fights, especially visually. Like when they're on the ship, that's a classic image now of like Godzilla and Kong going at it. And when they're in the city too, because of the RGB lights, it's very visually stunning. And I remember those. I'm not going to remember shit from this movie. Nothing stands out. So to sit here and defend it, and when I'm actually just saying, like, can we at least get of the quality of the last MonsterVerse movie? Like, that's a wild request. Yeah, fuck this movie.
Okay, on that bombshell, we'll move on.
You didn't have to defend yourself there. You didn't have to defend yourself at all.
Well, I don't actually respond to anyone in the comments because
Right.
Rennie's right. If you do, like, you just lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just keeps going around.
Yeah, and it just
And
goes.
they can
yeah, it's
report you.
pointless.
They can also report you. That's why a lot of times I just keep to myself. I answer the people that maybe have something positive to say, and the negative
Yeah.
ones I just don't do anything.
Hmm.
Okay, I wasn't going to put this slide in, but I thought I'll keep it in. Knuckles producer reveals more spin-off projects should happen. We have a really good plan for the future of Sonic. The reason why I kept this slide is because, do you remember when there was uproar about how Sonic looked originally?
Yep.
And the director said, okay, we'll sort it. And look where we are now, because they listened.
Hmm.
There you go.
Mhm.
Why wasn't this
Silence.
a sidestep during the whole Knuckles thing? It kind of seems out of place after Godzilla. Just asking.
You got the slides mixed up or something.
Boom.
Probably.
Normally I do flow the things.
Disappointing.
Hmm.
That's my middle name. Okay.
Do you know what?
Okay.
Right, the recent kids films that's come out recently, I've really enjoyed. Like I enjoyed the what is it? This one, and I enjoyed Paddington. And it looks like kids films are making a comeback, really, as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned. Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on then, yes, folks. Let's move on. Today,
Happy birthday.
well, not today, but I think it was
Oh.
Thursday, was it? Is Giancarlo Esposito's 66th birthday.
A really nice guy, actually. I've actually met him. He's a nice
Isn't
guy.
that the guy that they were saying on social media they want to be the next Professor
Professor
X?
X, yeah.
And I'm like, "Bleh."
Too old, man.
He's
Well,
he's not
and
right.
He
He's
does
not
not
right.
look like Professor X in the comics. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
he is a good
this
actor.
would be
He
yeah,
is a
this
good
would be
actor,
one of
though.
those
He's a
good
scenarios
actor.
where I feel like they'd hire him because he would be a very good person for the role. Like
Mm.
this is one of those, you've seen the forest for the trees here, or like you see DEI in everything. you know, in every
Mhm.
single fucking project ever. But in reality, like sometimes people just happen to be the best for the role. And I think this would be one of those situations. And
Okay.
if I personally think he's too old now. Like if it was
Yeah.
5 years ago, maybe
Yeah.
it would still, you know, have enough time.
Mm.
But in this instance, like if that were to happen, I would hate to see the conversation go down that rabbit hole because
It will, though, it
is
will.
like the
It
best.
will.
He's a
Shit.
fucking excellent choice as far as acting chops go
He
and
is a
what
good
kind
actor.
of gravitas he
Yeah,
brings to that
brilliant.
role.
I think
Yeah.
I'm too biased with Patrick Stewart being a great Professor X. I have a hard time imagining anyone else living up to that caliber.
Mm.
That's just me personally. I think he did a great job as Professor X.
Here you go, folks. Franco Walker. Who? That's
The
later,
guy
mate.
in Breaking
That's
Bad.
later. That's later.
Breaking Bad.
He's also in The
Mandalorian.
Boys.
And
He does tend to play
yeah.
the same roles, though. They have typecast him somewhat lately.
Yeah. He was in Abigail, actually. He was had a small part in Abigail.
At
It
this
was quite
point,
good.
if you need a kind of a guy who looks very organized but evil,
Yeah.
then he's your
He'd
man.
go to.
He's OTD
Like a Dr.
evil,
Doom.
isn't he? Yeah.
Every time I see this guy, I always want to see if he's got the rest of his face left. Because I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad. Yeah.
Fantastic in Breaking Bad. Fantastic in
Yes.
Better Call Saul.
And the
Yes.
gentleman as well.
I haven't
was
seen The
great.
Gentleman, but I hear
Yeah,
it's
he was good in
good.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a great actor. Happy birthday, mate. Let's move on.
Yeah. 66, man. He's doing good.
Order 66. See what I did there?
Very good.
Thank you. 6 years ago today, I think this was probably Friday, Thursday, can't remember. 6 years ago today, Avengers Infinity War released in theaters.
This was one of the best Avengers movies. It really was out of all of them. This was better than Endgame.
This
that's
may
for
have been the
sure.
peak of the entire franchise.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, agreed.
Mhm.
really
Peak.
good. Really good.
Peak.
It's true though.
It was like Empire Strikes Back of the
Right.
day, because I remember at the end of the movie I felt slightly a bit depressed. Well, I remember Empire Strikes Back, I felt slightly a bit depressed as well. But and my nieces, they just cried at the end. So
Ooh, here you go, folks.
Aw.
Flav the day the MC
yeah, it's true.
you
Mm.
died.
Mm. Yeah, it's a shame, really. It's a good movie. I'm going to revisit it actually in a couple of weeks' time. I've been revisiting old movies. So
Here you go,
Yeah.
Timmy. Second best, Winter Soldier. is
yeah,
best.
Winter Soldier's
Oh,
fantastic.
that's pretty good
That's a
challenge.
good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Really, really great movie.
Neil, what a great cliffhanger.
Yeah,
ending.
man. Yes, it
Mhm.
was. Yeah, I thought it was great.
Infinity War should have been the ending of that phase.
Where everybody was dead. Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
But it was so great. And then you come back with Endgame, which is total suck. It's just all
Yeah.
sucktacular.
God, that was boring.
Mhm.
Well, they infiltrated it, didn't they? They had apparently they had a really good script for Endgame, and then the overlords at Disney said they wanted certain bits in there, like they wanted to shoehorn Captain Marvel into the film, and they did. So do you know what I mean? So I want to read the original screenplay that they had, which is probably better than what they coughed up at the ending. So
Okay,
Mhm.
so that was 6 years ago today.
hard to believe though. 6 years
Happy
ago.
at
Right?
time.
5 years ago today, Avengers Endgame released in theaters.
You know what, right? I did enjoy this film, but looking back at it, you can see so many things that shouldn't have been in there. I remember watching this in a packed theater
Oh,
when
yeah,
he said
rammed.
when he said Avengers Assemble, the whole of the audience, you couldn't even hear yourself. They were just screaming.
What?
and-
Well, how many
shouting and
movies were we
stuff
waiting
and-
to hear that?
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
We were waiting
And-
forever, and we finally got it
Bored
in Endgame,
me.
and then we got a shit ending.
And the bit
Thanks.
where Captain America catches the Thor hammer, everybody just erupted. They were just
Because
clapping
he's
and
able to
screaming
lift
and-
the hammer in the comics.
Yeah.
It's like it's about damn time, and they alluded to it, I think, in
Yeah.
Infinity War.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a good movie. I thought it was a good movie, but as I said, when you look back, there's so many things they shouldn't have had in there.
yeah, I think the more I watched it, or the more like I kind of saw it, I'd see things I didn't like about it. I'm like, Kind of
Yeah,
mad for me now.
Sword in the Storm. Hello, my friend. Man, I miss being excited for
Yeah.
Marvel. We all do.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Feige, we want to be entertained.
Yeah. And I have to agree with Neil. Fat Thor
Fuck's
was
sake.
really irritating.
Well, not only that, but they destroyed the Hulk, didn't they, in this one? You
Oh,
know,
sorry,
it's just
my chat's-
ridiculous what they did with the Hulk in this one. It
Yeah.
was crazy. But,
That's
yeah.
right. It wasn't Infinity War. It was Age of Ultron where he kind of moved the hammer. Good call, Archer Colin.
He moved it a bit, but in this one,
Yeah.
he literally willed it towards him, didn't
Yep.
he?
Yeah, and whenever he moved it in Ultron, it's like, oh shit, they are going to show him being able to eventually pick up the hammer. That was cool.
Ian, you love the woman scene at the end where all
I hated it. I really did. It was absolutely ridiculous. Also, right, there's a huge plot hole in this. When Captain Marvel grabs the gauntlet, the glove, why didn't she put it on and click her fingers? Because she was powerful enough to take it, but she didn't.
Because they wanted the white honky to die.
She didn't do it. I don't understand why she was passing it to Spider-Man. Spider-Man passed it to her. She was passing it to
Wait,
Ant-Man. Why didn't Captain Marvel put on the glove and click her fingers?
Well, I don't think. Did anyone even think of that? Like, wasn't that the point? Like he thought of that at the end.
No. Because remember, they basically when the Hulk was saying he's the only one that could take it because he's stronger than.
Oh well, what I
else,
mean is
remember?
like I don't think anyone thought of like using the glove to wish them away until like Iron Man did. He's like, oh, I know the only way to stop him is to use the like he was. That's how I interpreted it. I think I haven't seen this movie in years, so.
Well, everybody knows that if you put the glove on and you click your fingers, you're going to change stuff to your will.
Yeah, I don't think anyone like it really crossed their. I don't know. Like it didn't cross my mind of like, oh, I wonder if they'll use the glove to like do that to reverse the thing.
Just you're going to use the glove. I mean, you're going to kill a shitload of people.
Fist.
Heroic.
Fisting, yeah.
Heroing.
Yeah.
Fisting.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay, so it was all downhill from there then, yes?
And
Pretty
my
much.
nieces cried when when
What?
Iron Man died. They were just
Yeah.
I couldn't stop them in the cinema.
I
They
cried
were
when he died at the movies.
sobbing. I had to get an ice cream in the end. You know what I mean? It's
The
crazy.
part that really got me choked up was when his was the throwback to the first Iron Man movie when his daughter said that she wanted cheeseburgers and Happy was like, I'm gonna get you all the cheeseburgers you want. That was man, remember good times when movies were like awesome and made you feel
right, moving.
The best.
I'm Iron Man, and he clicks his fingers. It's back from the first one, isn't it? From the first Iron Man film. Absolutely fantastic.
Wasn't it just so great to go to the cinema once a week?
Yeah,
every week. So fucking good.
I was still going last year once a week, and I rarely go just a year later
because there's nothing to see. There's nothing to see. I mean,
I know. Like, well, I have like the monthly like Regal.
So do I.
Yeah. So I can just go, but there's just nothing good to go see.
No,
and the theaters are always empty now. Like always.
Like I went to see the Mummy a couple of weeks ago. Was it a couple of weeks ago? The Brendan Fraser one, and it was
packed.
It was half. It wasn't packed, but it was full
enough.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about Lord of the Rings being re-released in June?
Let's move on.
I'm gonna go see that. That's gonna be awesome. Those are great
bum
movies.
numbing.
I don't care. I want to be entertained, and I bet you any amount of money those theaters will be packed.
I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, see, smart man.
Conspiracy. Everybody.
You know what? I went to see Wrath of Khan, and it was all people of my age. And when the film had finished, right, it was packed. When the film had finished, nobody left until the last bit of the credits.
So the dregs.
Everybody was there.
Because their bones ache. That's why I couldn't.
They couldn't get out of their seats.
He's got a point. I was like that. I never used to leave the cinema until the end.
Always watch the end. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Do it.
Okay.
Russo
The
brothers.
Russo brothers shared their reaction to Robert Downey Jr.'s comments about potentially returning as Tony Stark, Iron Man in the MCU. Anthony Russo. I don't know how they would do it. I don't know what the road to that would be. Joe Russo. I mean, we closed the book, so it would be up to them to figure out how to reopen it.
I heard that he's going to come back as an AI, you know, like what's his name? Became
Jarvis.
Vision, like
When
Jarvis.
yeah,
That's
when
what I heard.
Ironheart came out in the comics, Tony was dead. Well,
Right.
or whatever. So he was Jarvis for her. And he was actually like a hologram too, so you could see Tony. So he was essentially a character. And I would assume that's how they do this here.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, don't do it, Downey. That's what
There you
Downey
go.
just said. I agree. Don't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
As long as which one, Anthony Russo doesn't turn up and talks about his gay boyfriend in another film, then I'm fine with this.
Russo sisters.
I
So
just
is it-
feel like Downey's there's nothing to gain here. He's
No.
filthy rich. He has his Oscar validation. He doesn't need this.
great wife, everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got an amazing wife.
Kids,
Like,
the
chill
lot,
out,
yeah.
man. Don't
Yeah.
do this to your legacy.
Yeah.
Robert, don't do it, mate. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got his
Let's
own
move on then.
production company as well, isn't he? with his wife?
Literal, actual fans of your work and of Iron Man don't want you to come back as Iron Man.
Don't do it. Don't do it,
Yeah.
mate. Don't do
Don't.
it.
Don't do it.
Okay, we'll blast through these because we've got a lot of Doctor Who stuff. Anybody see this? Aardman has issued an apology after posting a photo of a chicken on World Penguin Day.
Um,
Oh my god, that's offensive.
It's well,
what?
it's
They
a
mis-
fucking-
mi-
It's a
they-
penguin.
It's a
not even
penguin
real
with a-
penguin.
they misgendered it. They misgendered it.
The
They
penguin
miss
is alive.
genus it or whatever species. it.
Misanimaled it. Yeah.
it's a penguin with a rubber fucking glove on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in
Yeah.
disguise. He was in
What?
disguise.
Yeah.
And it's made of plasticine.
Yeah.
How is that offensive?
Oh, well, that isn't offensive. People are stupid.
I'm
Just
offended that
Oh
they
my God.
apologise, frankly.
Move
too.
on. Move on. It's not even worth our time, this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on then. Mega Geek has spoken.
It's shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello.
Okay, I did like this poster. New poster of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That's very retro.
Yeah, it
They're
is,
milking
isn't it?
though, aren't they?
Yeah, I like
They're
that.
really
Yeah.
milking this franchise.
I don't know whether I'm going to see this. To tell you the truth. I think it's been too long since the last one. That's the problem with this.
I think the third one is where they should have stopped. That one was still okay, but I didn't
Yes.
feel like I needed another one after that.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I might wait for this one. Normally, I would just go see Planet of the Apes.
And also, I saw the
I am
trailer,
excited for this.
and the effects doesn't look as good as the
yeah,
other one.
agreed.
I
This
would
could
agree
go
with
e-
that.
Yeah, it could go either way. This one, so I'm going to
Mm.
wait.
Mm.
Yeah, Cynic, you going to wait, or are you going to go straight watch it?
No, I'm gonna go straight ahead and watch it on May 8th, because they always come out on Thursday afternoons instead of Fridays, like it says.
Damn
It
you
says
all.
May 9th. Well, it'll be May 8th.
Damn you all to hell! And they're going to have the woman say it this time in the end of this movie.
Oh, it's the woman, isn't it? He goes, Cetrus Parabolalos. It's set 300 years after the last, so the gap will be felt. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Well,
Fingers crossed. The effects do not look as good.
they
know.
don't look as good. They don't. For some reason, they don't.
Cheaping out.
Let's
Cheaping
move
out.
on.
They're
Cheaping out.
cheaping out.
Okay, we had Alien Day. So a couple of snippets.
Alien Day.
Fede
What-
Alvarez
this
posted
shit?
this.
What is this shit? There's no such thing as Alien Day. What the fuck are they talking about? Everything's a day these days, isn't it? My
Pretty
tongue
much.
hurts day.
Mondays,
My stomach
Friday
hurts
Tuesdays,
be a day.
Yeah, exactly.
Wednesdays. Everything's a day.
Funny.
Very good. Same day. Anybody see this?
Yeah, I saw that.
A
That
practical face up
really looks
that's-
great. It
Oh,
really
that's-
does look great, and it looks creepy as well.
How
Why is it-
good was that?
It's
It
good to see
does.
representation. They've made it black.
But I'm looking forward to this film. Tell you the truth, this is what they should have given us.
I hope it's good.
Instead of that stupid Ridley Scott version of man drinking black goo and all that rubbish. Total nonsense.
The alien design looks good as well.
Yeah.
Back to a man in a suit kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. Legend in his own lifetime. Side effect. Every day is Illegal Alien Day in the UK. Bit of politics.
I'm looking forward to this film. It looks quite good. So.
Who's looking forward to? I'm kind of looking forward to it. Ian, you are. Price?
Yeah, definitely looking forward to this.
Prob?
Cautiously.
I don't blame you.
It may be. I need to know more about it because last couple were kind of So,
yeah, you're
for
right.
me.
Cynic?
Bring it on. Sure.
Yeah. Z?
What's the worst that could happen?
Don't say that.
It's not
Oh,
bad.
you fucked it now. You jinxed
And
it.
on that
Not bad.
bombshell. Okay. And this dropped as well. I was going to save this for the Wednesday.
Oh no.
Common people, this is for you.
That's a fake
Daisy
one.
Ridley as
Ripley.
Daisy Ripley as Ridley.
It
I've
just
got a-
highlights how fucking boring of a person she is.
But this is what's her name, isn't it? They just put a face on it. This is
face hugger. Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver's body with
Sigourney
Daisy
Weaver's
Ridley's
body.
face.
Yeah, it's what it is. That's
I've never
exactly what it
rooted for the alien more.
She already knows how to kill it.
That cat looks really unimpressed.
Yeah.
Jonesy.
Poor Jonesy.
So it's a fake then, yes?
Yeah, of course
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a fake.
It's a good
Of
fake.
course.
I thought it was real.
Yeah, it looks good.
I thought it was cosplay or something.
AI. That's what it
Here
is.
you go. Nice
She got
pussy.
fucking
Yes.
LeBron James sized hands. Jesus.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Just fucking palm your face.
Well, the reason why it
Holy
looks weird is because her face is too small for the head of
Yeah.
of Sigourney Weaver. That's the reason why. her hands
Those
are
are some big knuckles.
I was just looking at the
She's just beating the
her
shit out of
lovely
somebody.
smile. She's got a lovely smile.
Mhm.
She
common
reminds me
people
of
loving
French. It's Dawn French a little bit, but a skinny version. She does.
that. Anorexic version.
Yeah. Well, if Dawn French looked like that, Lenny Henry wouldn't have cheated on her.
Wow.
That's true. Oh dear.
And on that bombshell.
But she did bend the knee for Black Lives
Oh,
Okay, we kind of mentioned this earlier, so we'll blast through these. Karate Kid has been delayed to May 30, 2025.
I'm wondering what this is going to be about because they're from two separate universes, right? And if he's playing the same character as he played in the Will Smith version, then how is this going to work? I don't understand how this is going to work.
Is
at
it
all.
like multiverse Karate Kid?
Unless they're both in the same universe, and this is the only way it could work.
Multiverse Karate
so wait,
Kid.
Karate Kid is
and
a
Karate Kid.
superhero now?
Multiverse on, multiverse off.
Well, that movie with Will Smith's son, it took place in China or whatever it
Yes,
was, and
China.
I mean, there's no reason theoretically that it couldn't have taken place there, and that Ralph Macchio's.
But do you know what? Right, it's weird because in the Will Smith version, it's literally identical to what happened to Daniel.
What?
So I'm saying, that's why it's a bit weird. I can understand Jackie Chan knowing, say, for instance, Mr. Miyagi when he was alive. Maybe he got taught by Mr. Miyagi, but to have the same thing happen to Daniel as well as Will Smith's son, that's a bit weird. That
Karate
doesn't
Kid
make any sense.
Ex-TVA.
I'll tell you what I think. Can you guys hear me? I didn't know if I dropped out or not.
You dropped out slightly. Yeah, we
Pardon?
can hear
Oh,
you
okay,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
So basically, I think that what happened was Sony owns the rights to both of these things, and they just thought to themselves, why not kind of tie this thing together? It's a smart business decision for us. And there was a while where Netflix and them were fighting about the rights, about what's going to happen with Cobra Kai's final season and how much it's going to cost and different things like that. So I feel like Sony was trying to make kind of a power move and say, well, we got this other Karate Kid, and they already pushed for this other project, and they figured they'd roll on with it. I think it's a sham. I don't need these guys to be in the same movie together. I didn't even like the movie with Jackie Chan. I thought that was a pretty crappy
it was
movie.
terrible.
Okay.
But you know what, right? it shouldn't be about this new kid, Ben Wang, whatever his name is. It should be just about Daniel and Jackie Chan's character. Why repeat the same? Let's teach a kid karate again. Why repeat that? Why don't they do what they did in the TV show, which
Cobra
made
Kai,
go completely the other way and make an original story?
Yeah,
That's what they should do.
You go. Donnie says he's going to wait for the Karate Kid movie streams on Netflix. More hyped about the final season of Cobra Kai. So my name
same.
Isn't there a rumor
gonna be
that
great, gonna be great.
they're going to get the girl? I can't remember her name now. She's famous now, isn't she? The girl that was in the female Karate Kid with Mr. Miyagi.
Hilary Swank.
Hilary Swank. Isn't there a rumor that she's going to be in the last one?
Yes.
I think it wouldn't be bad if she was. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool.
Okay, let's move on then. Okay, we said
Lord.
earlier, Craven the Hunter delayed till
Waste
November.
of time. What's happened to
They
his
should delay
stomach,
it
by the
indefinitely.
way? What's happened to his stomach?
He's making toast, so he's using it as a wrap.
Yes.
Okay.
Move along. Don't panic.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was released 19 years ago today.
Grab your
Miss
pen.
Is this the
Miss
C version, or is it the?
No, this is the movie remake.
Oh right.
Never
gotcha.
seen it.
Oh,
I
it's
have.
awful.
It's rubbish.
It's
Yeah, I
not
heard
that
it sucks,
bad.
so I didn't watch
It's
it.
I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't think it was that good either. That's the thing. So.
But what's the original BBC serial?
Yeah, movie, by the way.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm.
No, original BBC audio. That's the best
Yeah.
way to.
Here you go, XBT. Film
love the
was
TV.
absolute shite.
I wouldn't go that far.
It was bad.
It was bad, but it wasn't shite.
That's a
I've read the
big moan
book. It's
that
great.
Book. I've read all 5 of the trilogy. It's pretty good.
5 of the trilogy.
Yeah, by the 5th book, Mostly Harmless, they said it's the ever increasingly inaccurately labeled trilogy. Something like that. I thought it was great.
Okay.
Very dark ending, though. Very dark.
Let's move on then.
Mm.
Oh God,
This
is
one-
this still going? Is this
Yeah,
still going?
I put this in for you, Ian.
Oh,
The
right.
Equalizer, starring Queen Latifah, has been renewed for season 5.
You've got to give it to them. It's a huge hit. People are
What?
watching it. So I mean, they've got to be doing something right? So
I can't imagine why though. She doesn't seem like the Equalizer at all.
well, they've
Who's making
yeah,
noises?
it's not. I mean, I love the Edward Woodward version of the Equalizer. Season 1 and 2
Ewa
were
woo woo.
great. It just
Right.
fell off a cliff on season 3, I think. But
I think people just really like Queen Latifah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Is that what it is?
She is
I think that's
likable.
what it
Fair enough.
is. Yeah,
Fair
She
enough
is-
then.
I don't dislike her. I just don't think she's right for this role.
exactly.
Yeah, I don't think the Equalizer is meant to be sort of cuddly and likable, though. It's not a cuddly, likable.
but she has a team behind her, as I recall, in
Oh,
this one. Because
yeah.
like Robert McCall was just him, wasn't it? He was ex.
No, he had a
He had a
small
son.
unofficial team.
Well,
his son was Johnny
Mikey.
from the Karate Kid.
Yeah, it was.
Mikey.
Yeah.
I think it was Mikey.
He had Mikey. Yeah, he had Mikey to help him a bit. But the thing is that he was mostly on his own. Old Robert
great
McCall.
series.
Yeah.
Edward Woodward had the coolest theme song though out of anything that they did. That was
Yeah,
a
I
cool
love
you know,
theme song.
have you heard the
Brilliant.
story behind that? So basically, when they created the Equalizer, the people that created it, they
Sure,
wanted
go.
someone to play the main character, and they were watching a show called Callan, which is an old spy thriller series they used to have in England. And they saw Edward Woodward, and they were like, "Let's get that fella." And then when he arrived in America, he was like 10 years older than when they saw him in that show, which was shot in the was it 70s, late 80s, whatever. So, but they just took him because they thought he was so good. So there you go.
Emperor Goodwin. Equalizer theme was done by drummer from Police.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Stuart
Good-
Copeland. I bought the
Good
single. It's
Copeland,
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, I got the
It's
single.
such
It's
a good
amazing.
theme tune. One of the best TV theme tunes ever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
quickly,
unique.
what do we think of the Equalizer films?
I liked them.
I like
apart from
them.
the last
I've not
one.
seen the third one yet.
The third one
It's
was
good.
rubbish.
I like the third one too.
Did you? Oh, I didn't think much of it. But
I
thought they were
actually
mid.
like the third one better than the second one, but I like the first one better than the second and the third.
Yeah, the first one was good.
Okay.
I did like the ending where he put an advert in. on the computer.
Spoilers.
But the first one, everybody's seen
Oh,
the
okay.
first one. So
Okay.
I like when he put the advert in it, just like the TV show.
Yeah, but
So,
what you remember what happened when John Wick 4 was out for 6 months and we spoiled it? It was
I've never
hugely
forgotten.
offensive.
Let's move on. Oh, here we go.
And I
Just
finally
saying.
watched it, and it was rubbish. Oh my god, it just never stopped. All the fight scenes were just went on forever.
Oh yeah, John
I had
Wick.
fun with it.
Hey,
Oh,
It was a fun
Right.
popcorn flick.
oh god, it was
It was
tedious.
all right. It was good.
right, okay. Be warned, folks.
Oh god.
Lots of Doctor Who.
Silly Gatwick.
w-
Here we go.
w-
Brown's got to have a wank sometime.
I think this is a struggle session for us fans of Doctor Who. So sorry, folks. There is a lot of it this week.
This is Lee's territory.
Okay, let's move on then.
I just, you
Yeah,
know what?
moving on.
Lee, unlock the key. Unlock the key, Lee. Good luck, mate. Go on. Go
Sorry,
for it.
folks.
Good luck.
Sorry,
Good luck,
folks.
everybody.
Okay,
Good luck,
Russell T.
everybody.
Davis says the new iteration of Doctor Who feels like such a fresh start.
Go
That's-
fuck yourself.
He has the urge to call it season 1, despite the series' 60+ year history. It's a new show, he says.
Yeah. It's not Doctor Who, it's Wholander.
It's
Jesus
rubbish.
That's
Christ.
They're
a-
also trying
That's
to
an
appeal.
insult to Zoolander.
They're trying to appeal to an American audience, telling them even if you didn't see all these years, this will be a fresh start.
This is
And-
a Disney Plus move.
Oh,
100%.
Right,
Cynic,
it-
you'll be watching this then, Cynic, yes? Fresh start, season 1, you'll be watching this.
Give a shit about Doctor Who.
That's a no, folks.
And I also think that it means that they've already kind of written off the old fans because they know that they don't care about this anyways. They're trying to get maybe a few people on Disney Plus to watch it, maybe some Americans.
They're desperately after this American audience that doesn't exist.
And they know
Oh.
that the kind of more based Americans won't like any of this, so they're trying to go for the quote unquote woke ones. And I've never seen that plan work.
Nope, never once. Go woke, go broke. End of story. And when you get your lead actor coming out in all these ridiculous videos and interviews and mid-page spreads where he's just looking like a complete tool, telling the audience, that you're all racist if you don't like my casting. No, it's because you're a shit actor.
No, and he
then
also
he goes on and says that because he's black, he has to try harder to be more fabulous.
right, the
whatever.
white mediocrity.
No.
What?
Yeah, but Shooty, you are the epitome of mediocre. I'm sorry, you are. You've got no charisma, no personality, no talent. You're basic. I mean, just any fucker off the street could play the role better than you. I'm sorry.
Are you calling him a
Get
basic
out of town.
bitch?
Basic bitch? 100%. He's
It's also-
absolutely hopeless.
There's also some kind of irony that on one hand he's talking about how diverse and inclusive he is, and then he talks about white people being mediocre.
Oh,
You can't have it both ways. I mean,
He's a racist. He's an out and out racist.
Racist.
He is.
I will say, good evening, Larry. $20 Major
Oh,
Lock.
Larry!
Thank you, Larry.
Hey,
Bless you, my
Larry.
friend.
I am not watching this shit.
No.
Sorry.
Okay.
Me neither.
What's wrong, Ian? Don't you like twerking and death drops, babes?
Yeah, I could see Lee doing that.
You need to
Okay.
touch grass. Don't watch the show. Haters
I
gonna
think he
hate.
needs to get off
Unicorn's gonna
poking the grass.
unicorn.
Yeah.
Let's move on then. It's a side. There's a lot of sidestepping, sorry, folks.
Step
Okay.
quickly, sir.
Doctor Who showrunner and writer
Walking at
Russell
walk face.
talking. Russell T. Davis says his doctors weren't exactly the straightest men in the past.
Oh, fuck you, RTD. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Please
sure
go
I need
on.
to apologise.
Eccleston's response to being kissed by Captain Jack didn't look very I'm into this at all.
Yeah, he wasn't very excited about doing that, if I remember correctly.
And they tried to imply that early on when they said the doctor dances, and that's
Yeah.
supposed to be like a metaphor for, getting
Yeah.
down busy with, And I'm like,
What?
yes, no.
Yeah, because I just recently rewatched the Eccleston season, and yeah, didn't look like woohoo. That felt good. No.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
spell retard without Russell T Davis.
Easy, easy.
Cut that check,
easy.
Brown.
Right, that
Okay.
check.
Okay, we'll do the next one because there's a lot of it. Sorry, folks.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Here you go. Russell T Davis on Doctor Who star Shooty Gatwa. I can sit here utterly certain that in 5 years' time, he'll be leading a movie franchise and
Jeez.
Only because he
security.
sucks his way to the top. Sorry.
Absolutely.
Talking. and
He's some boy.
I pulled a Lee. My apologies.
It's not who you know, it's who you blow.
That's right. Giggity.
Yeah.
Like, please go and do a movie and leave Doctor Who alone. Just go on.
Have you not noticed that every movie he's been in and every TV show he's been in, he's always been in the background?
Yeah, he's a glorified extra. That's what he is. I'm sorry, that's not caliber of any
He went to
kind.
the Oscars to be dancing in the background for Ryan Gosling.
Have you
know,
seen
really.
his Shakespeare? Like when he did that
don't
Romeo and
care.
Juliet thing.
I don't
You-
care.
It was in
Oh.
Masters of the
Please.
Air, and
I
it
don't
looked
care.
mean and moody, and it's like, get fucked.
Seriously, the only thing that's going to keep this show alive is people doing reviews of it every week. That's
Honestly,
the
yeah.
only-
They'll be the only ones watching.
Yeah,
Aside
I'm not
from
watching it.
like maybe I don't know, just some bored normies.
Oh,
I think
that'll be me then.
Russell T is really who would have thought that the man who resurrected Doctor Who would destroy it as well?
I did call that. I did
Mm.
call it, remember?
Yeah. Oh well, never mind. Move along.
Yeah,
Move
keep
along.
moving, Brown. Come
Move
on.
along, move along.
Do it.
Welcome to this week's struggle session on Doctor Who Alliance. Okay, so Shooty Gatwa is the first openly. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say
Probably not.
I prefer if you didn't. I'm sick
black?
of hearing.
Yeah, black actor to take on the role of the core Doctor. I feel like anyone that has a problem with someone who's not straight. I'm fucking this up, aren't I?
Big time.
Yep.
Probby. Go on, Probby. Say it for me, please.
I feel like anyone that has a problem with someone who's not a straight white man playing this character, you're not really, truly a fan of the show. Let me tell you something, Beauty Gatwa. I'm a gay white man, but I'll tell you now, right? I don't like this Q word being used. What does that even mean?
It's not a nice word.
If you're a gay man, say you're a gay man. Don't use this Q slur. Get stuck.
Yeah.
Secondly, you got a problem with white people who've been playing the role, then you got a problem with all the other actors who played that character.
That were great
you're
at it.
Disrespecting William Hartnell,
Yes.
Patrick Troughton, John Pertwee, Tom Baker, Peter Davison, Sylvester McCoy, all the rest, right? Even through the David Tennants who sold out.
Yes.
But you're disrespecting them as well. It's disgusting. I mean,
If he had a problem, with it, he wouldn't have played opposite David Tennant, would he?
Now, Ian, are you a straight white male?
Of course. Well,
yeah,
not
this
white.
is aimed at you.
No, but I
This-
mean, like he's basically saying, like people like have a problem with anyone who's not a straight white male, and
I
that's
don't
not
have a problem
necessarily
with
true.
it.
The
Yeah.
Doctor is
Ian's
a straight white male. I don't care.
Ian's a
That's-
white
Yeah.
supremacist.
It's just stupid. It's like, no, it's not that. It's not so much that, it's just this is what the Doctor was, and now we're introducing the fact that he like is gender fluid, and now like he's
Is that man fluid?
And why are they obsessed?
multisexual and
Why are they
all that
obsessed with
stuff.
his sexuality? It never existed
Yeah.
before.
It
Because it's
didn't
Russell T.
exist
Davies.
until Russell T. Davies introduced it with the Doctor and Rose's romance.
It's
Fucking
a white-
asshole.
True.
Sorry, not you, Russell
It's
T.
his
Davies.
wet dream. All right, this is Russell T. Davis's wet dream. The
Yep.
reason why he cast this guy is because he can get his knickers off.
Christ.
But quite honestly, I think it's just him sexualizing the character because
Yes.
I think he knows it's not going to be successful.
I don't think
It's
there's-
one
But he
last
did it.
blowout.
He did it on the DL whenever he brought Who back, and nobody recognized it back then. And
What?
I did. And I'm like, the Doctor is not supposed to be sexually attracted to his companions like that. It's
You know-
bullshit. I didn't like it.
Do you know which actor who played the Doctor would be most egregiously offended by all of this? John Pertwee. Right, that guy.
Yeah, he
was
had a lot of
base-
class.
Base,
tits.
classy man, and I think he would be absolutely aghast.
Turning in his grave.
He would.
He's
And-
turning
and-
in his
and-
TARDIS.
and this is targeted. Russell T Davies in a recent interview was talking about 6-year-olds watching this.
What?
I'm like, no.
No, because then you're like introducing them to things that it's probably not time to introduce them to yet. You know, they haven't even hit puberty.
It's so disgusting.
It's the
The
Disney
way
way.
that they're trying to introduce these elements. I mean, we had this guy in his first bloody sort of scene in that Christmas thing that was supposedly a special or whatever. I didn't watch it, but I saw the clip, and he said he'd been snowman. You know, snowman fell on him, and it just in order for that gag to pay off that one line, which is a smutty sort of homosexual thing. You know, it's
Okay,
just got that
question.
message across slyly.
Lee, are you cooking at the moment?
I am boiling. I'm boiling the bag tactic right now. Oh my god. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just really, really distasteful. And this
Shall-
guy is awful. And I am a fan of the show, but I'm not a fan of this, whatever it is.
Shall we
Zoolander.
sidestep because there's a shitload of these? Sorry, folks.
Oh,
Yeah,
please.
come on.
Why?
Give me a-
Why?
Make
why
it
is
quick.
there?
Okay, this was a totally random tweet that popped up from just Kevin Ryan. No idea who he is. I had no issue with Ncuti Gatwa cast as Doctor Who. I don't care what colour the Doctor is, but when Gatwa went rather-faced with white mediocrity, I'm done. Even though I've been watching the show since before he was born. According to Gatwa, I'm not a real fan.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
What I would
Yeah.
like to see is this show not be watched or have like barely any ratings and barely any watch hours. And if that happens, then that will prove his snotty little ass wrong. However, I don't see that happening. There's going to be too many people watching it just to review it, and that's where it's going to get its views.
Get some
I don't know if that's
humility.
enough.
Get some humility. I mean, that's all we require. A little bit of humbleness, right?
But
When he
he's
first-
not. He's
Yeah,
not
but when
humble at
he
all.
when he first was cast and he was interviewed and he said all the right things.
Yeah.
He was grateful, he was appreciative, he paid homage to some of the classic stuff. He said all the right things, but now
Very
he's
good.
off the hook and he's just saying all this stuff and posing all these ludicrous lewd pictures, which, you know, because Doctor Who is targeted at young kids as well as fans, as it should be. But this, I mean, kids are going to go and look up Ncuti Gatwa and they're going to see pictures like this. I just don't think that's appropriate. Tom Baker, when he was cast as the Doctor, didn't smoke in public because he didn't want children to see the Doctor smoking a cigarette. And I think that is sorely missing in the kind of modern mentality.
Apparently, this is Ncuti Gatwa's Boney M phase.
Okay. Oh, and Ncuti, you're welcome, by the way, us mediocre whites taking you and your family in after you escaped the Rwandan genocide. You know, Scotland not being my first choice, but it's better than being murdered by other black people for being in the wrong tribe.
And he's
you're welcome.
he's complaining about the British government and the
Shit.
violence and all the. And it's like you escaped Rwanda. Don't like it in Britain. May I suggest there's a really good country called Rwanda. Go there and see how you get on with your Q identity.
I almost feel like this is just a bigger PR push in general. That by having him say all of this stuff, they're hoping that there will be a kind of a pushback, and then once there's the pushback, they can go to Variety and cry and say, "Look, we want it to be so inclusive, and we put this guy. He's gay and he's this, and look how
he's
great
cute.
it is." And so many ists and phobes are out there. That's what I feel like they're doing. I have no
This-
other explanation.
This is the Reva Star Wars thing again, isn't it? They know. They probably know it's so shite that they're preempting.
As a gay man, I do not want that representing me in any form. I represent myself, for one. Secondly, I don't want this stereotype going out there, flouncing about, and pretending to be the Doctor who, if you look at all the previous actors, apart from Jodie Whittaker, who played the Doctor, they were all very smart, intelligent, well-read people.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's
Peter
an idiot.
Capaldi had bad scripts, but
Yes.
dude is an amazing actor with lots of class.
I will say, legend in his own lifetime, Side of Feet. At this
His own
rate, can
head.
I go to Rwanda? I've been thinking that as well. To be fair,
Yeah.
You should, Brown.
it's the place to go.
It
Yeah,
is. All
do
the
it.
cool kids are going. Well, they will be shortly.
Okay, shall we sidestep?
Oh, there's more.
There's a lot more.
Okay.
You better hurry through them.
No.
This is
Please, I'm
already
gonna have a breakdown.
Okay,
frustrating.
so this was posted. This is the Doctor Who magazine because there's going to be an episode. John and Paul and Ringo and George and the Doctor and Ruby. Here's the first look at the cover of the latest Doctor Who magazine. Ian, do you like that?
It's absolute rubbish.
Gross.
It's absolute shit. It really is. What's the point in this? And also, right, the guy at the bottom who's meant to be playing Ringo, he's gay, apparently. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised that if all these actors are gay. It seems like Russell T only casts gay people or people that in the LGBTQ community for Doctor Who, which is, I don't know what to think about that, to tell you the truth. But again, I don't want to give any more attention to Silly Gatwick, and I basically don't want to watch this show. So
They're
It's
gonna
like
piss
when
off
you
the
order your
Beatles fans.
Beatles off Wish.
yeah, yeah.
AliExpress Beatles. I mean, like the guy on the right, on the top right, looks like my old lesbian friend, and the guy on the
None
left
of them look like the Beatles.
is supposed to be John Lennon, but he's wearing glasses. He didn't wear glasses back then. And the bottom guy, probably the guy on the bottom on the right, he looks a bit like movie cynic.
Oh no,
That's not nice.
That's not nice.
I'm
That's
joking.
That's not nice. It probably is movie cynic, but that's not.
Well, somebody made a joke. I think it was on Facebook. The guy on the bottom right looking like Howard from The Big Bang Theory.
That's true.
I mean, it's pretty legit.
Okay,
Oh,
let's sidestep because there is a lot of these.
Yeah,
songs,
keep
folks.
going.
We're getting this out of our system.
the guy had a
Flush it.
meltdown, didn't he? The actor. Are you going to do
Yes.
that one?
Yeah, he did a video, didn't he?
Yeah, I did a video crying about how people were saying he looked like a lesbian.
Okay, so I think there was a premiere going on this week.
It was, yeah.
Episode 1. Okay, Abbey Road Studios, Shooting Gatwa, Millie Gibson joined the Doctor Who Route Master bus at the end of its tour on the way to the premiere.
And precisely nobody tweeted or talked about it, so that was a complete waste of money.
Uh,
Nobody even knew it happened.
Chat, Millie Gibson, I'll start.
Look at all those crowds.
We know you say Millie Gibson, but you really mean Chuti.
Yeah.
No, Millie Gibson.
Pretty sure you meant Chuti.
No,
Don't you
Brown
just
likes a
love
bit
him?
of fruity fat one.
no, Millie Gibson.
Don't you just love him?
I have a theory. She's so lovely. I think because she's so lovely, that's why they've got rid of her.
Yeah, you're not
The
alone.
second season.
Too straight, too white.
Too pretty.
Yeah.
Apparently, they didn't get rid of her. Apparently,
Oh,
apparently
okay.
all those rumors are wrong.
Damage
No,
control.
Yeah, I was going to say damage control.
They probably
Damage control.
rehired her because of the backlash. I bet something like that.
Really?
Mhm.
I'll tell you guys why, because also I've had people come to my channel and they go to this old video that I said she was fired, and even now I get comments. They're like, well, this didn't age very well, did it? Like, I got these comments on it. Plus,
They love you.
somebody on Twitter, actually, it was a big honor for me this week. Somebody on Twitter did like a screenshot where he combined a few thumbnails, and it was a video from Nerdrotic, I think one from Tzvi and one from me, and it's like, these jerks said that Millie was fired and they were lying. And then I was just really honored that I was in the mix.
the
I'm like,
thing is,
wow, like, yeah,
they because Russell T Davies says, "Oh, she wasn't fired or whatever." Like weeks and
well,
weeks and weeks later, it's like, well, hold on a minute. It's like, for a start, we know Russell T Davies lies through his teeth, and secondly,
Allegedly.
these people, no, he does. These people,
Allegedly.
these people will just believe everything that they're told by him because he is their messiah. That's
no,
it.
but there's something else. There's a few problems with this story and why it has to be damage control. Because after they said she was fired, this appeared in real Hollywood trades, and nobody from the BBC came and said, or one of those companies, Bad Wolf or whatever, said, "Hey, this is wrong. This is a mistake." All they had to do was make a statement 5 minutes later, and this would have been a non-issue. Instead, for months. Yeah, sorry.
Is she fired then? Or Ian, what's the story then? Is she fired or not?
I think she was fired, but then what happened was maybe they worked her into an additional episode in season 2, and they came up with this kind of new narrative that there's just multiple companions in season 2. She obviously was not fired, and then they also, because in her contract, this is how contracts work. Even if she was fired, because they're promoting season 1, and even if she did an episode or 2 in season 2, she has to contractually do all this promotion. So they rolled her out. They brought her out pictures with Nshudi and that other new lady that replaced her. Maybe they gave her some additional scene or episode towards the end of season 2, and they said, "This is all you misinterpreted it. We never intended to fire her. This is a big mistake." And I will still say, if all of that is true, why didn't they say that on day 1? And why didn't Nshudi Gatwa, after it said that the news said she was fired, do this kind of post on Instagram where his heart was broken or something like that? There was some kind of post that he did. None of that within the context of the big mistake. None of that makes any sense.
Also,
they're trying to rewrite it now.
They want everybody to talk about this show, don't they? Whether it be bad or good news.
But
So
also,
could we
yeah,
say that it was like
yeah.
akin to the KK rumors about being fired?
Yeah, that's their MO. So they don't,
Well,
they don't really
Article said
care.
there's no news. All news is good public.
That's
good
right.
publicity.
And
And
that's-
also, you have to look at the other bit of evidence, which is so many interviews with Suti Gatwa, but hardly any with Millie Gibson. Only one where she said, "Oh, fans are going to be upset because we're doing something different," and it was just like, yeah, that's really a good thing to do. That always works. But yeah, there's hardly any publicity material with her speaking in magazines or anywhere. So it's very interesting that Ncuti Gatwa gets all the interviews, but she's kind of, it's the first time, because if you look at all the previous companions from RTD's era onwards, they were all very much involved in the publicity, all very much involved in interviews and appearing together. And that was very, very quiet on her side until very recently.
Hold on. So if you really do like Doctor Who and you really care about it, right? What you should do is not talk about it and not watch the show. That's what you should do.
But
and
Brown
if you
wants
don't
to talk
do
about
that,
it forever.
no, I understand, because this is a show, right? And the same thing with other people that make videos about her terrible shows. I understand them doing it, but if you're just a fan like me, right? Don't talk about it on X. Just don't talk about it and just leave it. Right?
Don't give it attention.
Me, though, that's the
End
problem.
of story.
I think I genuinely like Cynic to watch the first episode when it drops, just to hear
He's
what
not going
he's...
to watch this shit.
Well,
I'm not watching it.
Didn't Ncuti Gobshite say, if you're not interested, turn off your TV? Don't
Oh,
go
we're getting
outside
to
and
that.
touch some grass.
We're getting to that. Okay, so besides that,
Your wish is my command.
okay, these are pictures from the premiere. I'll start.
Brian May.
Ruby
does he
doesn't
look
look
like?
happy at all, does she? Ruby,
We're over here,
just
darling.
looking away. What the
Why
hell is
is
that all
Ncuti
about?
Gatwa looking like he's standing for the Monster Raving Loony Party with that rosette on him?
Yeah, Lord
What a
Such.
clown. What a clown.
I feel bad for Brian May. He's only here because his wife appears as that
That's right.
old
The
lady.
master.
Pool
the
or
master.
whatever her name is.
She's the master. But
All right, I think she's had him stuffed.
It's it's absolutely crap, isn't it? There's no one really famous that's come to see this Doctor Who nonsense.
Notice it says iPlayer, BBC iPlayer. It doesn't say anything about BBC One, nothing. It's just iPlayer, and that's the thing. They want it to be an iPlayer thing because I think they're trying to hide the viewer figures by making it more focused on iPlayer. They get because they think that's the future.
Click, click, click.
Yeah.
Who's the black girl at the bottom then? On the right.
She plays Millie Gibson's character.
Oh, the mother. Right, gotcha.
The adopted.
Which would never happen, really.
Which would never happen.
In real life. Yeah, in real life, it'll never happen.
Okay. Let's sidestep then.
Who's that?
Z, do you want to do this? Detective Z on the case, everybody. Here you go then.
Here we go. According to Company's House, his firm Gemini Moon declared 960,055 pounds in total assets for 2022 alone, and Gatwa currently has a net worth of approximately 1.58 billion. So tell me more about this guy's struggles, please.
Right. It's outrageous. You
I don't
ungrateful
care.
little shit.
On 2 hours.
I don't care.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Unbelievable. Yeah. What a
He's obviously had to battle hard
Nearly.
against this white mediocrity he keeps encountering.
Well, you can't spell shooty without spelling
See you next Tuesday.
Okay. I'm just impressed we got Detective Z3PO on the case.
I stole it from a news article.
Amazing.
Don't celebrate it too soon.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
Okay.
He didn't do a Columbo. He just read the news.
Just one more thing.
I read the news.
Okay. Tell you what. I'll just go back. There is a super chat. Z, available, mate?
I am.
I'll do it. Computers.
Mega
do this.
Spider-Man for €5 to all. Favourite Doctor Who monsters and why them? And have you ever seen the Peter Cushing Doctor Who movies?
Seen them. Seen them both.
I've seen them.
Love them.
Yeah, they're all right.
I recently watched them actually because I bought the 4K Blu-rays.
Oh, good
the
for you.
box
How do they
sets.
look?
Fabulous, so good.
Darling.
And I got myself a movie Dalek, one of the
Oh, nice.
9 inches. Yeah.
What colour?
A 9-incher.
It's a silver blue. It's got the red lamps on the.
Oh,
on the
cool.
head.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
what about the Doctor Who Dalek thing? Whatever.
What
maybe
Doctor Who
not.
Dalek? Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just
Yeah. I
being-
mean,
Daleks are from
monsters.
Doctor Who.
Are they?
I love the Cybermen. They're my favorite. I think.
Cynic, favourite Doctor Who monster?
I don't even know how to answer that question at all.
Rennie, favourite Doctor Who monster?
Oh gosh, it's got to be the Daleks for me. Just like pure evil and hate, ultimate evil. So, and I have never seen the Peter Cushing movies. Also, like depending on the upgrades or whatnot, like they have some really cool looking Daleks out there. Just saying. So
Z,
Chris Chibnall.
very good. Ian?
No. I'm actually a big Cyberman fan. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
like the Cybermen as well. Ian?
It's definitely Jodie Doctor.
Oh,
Definitely.
hold
Oh,
on.
stop
hold
it.
on. We got a knob. Here we got a knobhead. Here we go.
There you go. That's brilliant. Absolutely
Yeah.
brilliant. How much did that cost you?
Fornicate.
How much did that cost you then? Is that expensive?
I got this from eBay.
Fornicate.
It was about 30 quid.
that's really
What?
cool.
We can see into your wardrobe.
Yeah.
Hey, is that a
Grey, mate.
dildo?
Yes,
Yeah,
I can
it
see it.
A
now.
Dalek doe.
Very good.
We've all seen Lee's 9-incher now.
Absolutely.
It's got balls on it.
He's only got one T-shirt in that wardrobe. That's all he wears.
It's orange shooter Gatway off
That's
t-shirt.
right, yeah.
Ian, favourite then?
I don't know. I
Never
think
heard of
it's
that
for
one.
me. It's the Cyberman. It's the 70s Cyberman. The Cyberman that appeared in the 50th Doctor Who special. I like that design, and I love.
Yeah, I
them.
love the 80s Cyberman
What
and
did-
the
yeah, what did you say?
Invasion Cyberman.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't like
uh,
the stomp ones. They're rubbish.
I have so many character options monsters on my shelf, so take your pick. I love them all.
Price?
Well, I would go with Daleks because it's sort of the classic, but I don't think that I like the Cybermen a lot less than the Daleks. I think that they're also very much up there.
Yeah.
May I do a newcomer? I quite like the concept behind the Weeping Angels.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Yeah.
though, they destroyed that utterly, didn't they? When
Yeah, they became
the
a
Statue of
taxi service.
Liberty started moving and they took their eyes off it, why didn't the Statue of Liberty kill them? You know, it's just the whole thing is just ruined by those stupid stories. that came
Ruined.
after.
Ruined.
Ruined, I
Ruined.
tell you, ruined.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Cheers, Mega Spider-Man. Let's do the bin.
Well, Jim
And
Dow
Lee's here.
also did a super
Lee's
chat as well.
here. Because every time we do the bin, because Lee was responsible. You were responsible for this, weren't you?
Oh, I've got a new
Apparently.
super chat. Sorry.
Yes, from
Yeah.
Jim Dow.
My software ain't working. Bear with me.
Boomer.
Cynic, could you put it on screen, please, mate? Mine's not working for some reason.
Wait, what am I putting on the screen? Which
The
one?
green super chat
Oh, this one here
from Jim. Yeah.
is.
Do you want to read it?
Oh, I can, sure.
cheers.
Jim Duwall, is that correct? Sorry if I said it
Yes.
wrong, sir. For $5, I'm trying to insult Mr. Gatwa using a super chat, but YouTube keeps censoring me. So think of the most offensive insult you can and apply it.
Is it an anagram of his first name, perchance? Just
Quite possibly. We'll probably get some haters.
I don't
after
care.
this because of this.
Sodom.
I was taking heat for this the other week.
What?
Okay.
How were
Oh,
you
it's
taking
fine.
heat? On what?
Well, the same we were
What, an X?
on this. The same we were homophobic.
We're
Well,
not,
no.
though. That's the thing.
No,
We're
no,
not.
I'll tell you what's homophobic. Using the Q word, right? That's homophobic. Shooty gatwa.
Okay.
Get in the bin. Right, carry on.
Okay, so this week's get in the bin. Okay. Lee, any ideas? Because you've not seen the slides. What do you
Shooty
think?
gatwa again every week from now till eternity.
Yeah, pretty
Silly
much.
Gatwa.
Would you care to read it?
Silly Gatwa.
please?
What the hell is
Although-
going on?
Dr.
Although-
Watts.
Although Shooty Gatwa's groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking.
From the top, son.
I
Come on, from the
can't
top.
do
From
this
the top.
seriously. Although Shooty Gatwa's groundbreaking Doctor Who casting was met with much praise.
By who?
No one.
What?
Media. There were, of course, some haters. That word again, haters. Gatwa's message to the naysayers is simple. Don't watch. Hey, turn off the TV. Go and touch grass. At least we're not smoking it. Please, for God's sake.
Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do, but minus the touch grass thing, because I don't
Yeah.
understand what that means.
I
I'll just
think on
watch
the
something
day the
else.
first episode airs, we should all take photos of our hands on grass.
Yes.
Yes. Do you
But
like
you know,
the,
people are still going to watch it, though, aren't they? So
do you
you
like?
know.
You can see why I've done the slide now with the grass. It's great, isn't it?
What if you you touch something that has the nickname of grass instead?
I don't want
Ass,
to touch grass.
That's
I might have,
assault, isn't
No.
it?
I might have some poo in the grass. I don't want to touch.
That's not what I meant.
David is getting excited.
Yeah,
grass.
I'll pop an edible and think of you, Tootie.
He does
Anyways.
think he's a great.
Smoke grass.
He thinks he's the greatest, doesn't he?
Why?
Because
Why?
Russell's been blowing him.
Why didn't this magazine report on Shooty not wearing any pants in the episode when he appeared and how
Well, it's
horrible
variety,
that is?
isn't it? That's probably right.
Well, why haven't they reported on that? What is wrong with these people?
It's
Because
variety,
they all
American.
agree. They all think the same. You will be like us or you will be cancelled. They are the Cybermen. Or the cyber they thems.
Z available, mate, please.
I most certainly am. Joe Eager
Go.
for $20 says
$20.
I think the BBC is setting up Nukunti Shitty for Russell T
Jesus.
Davies fuck up. Well, look, let's be honest. He's got one of those names where you can vary it as much as you like, and everybody knows what you're talking about,
Yeah.
like Bungle Bear Bandersnatch.
Shitty
R.I.P. Brown.
Never mind. Cheers, Joe.
Yep.
Okay. he has won the bin 3 times in succession. No
That's
one's
because
ever
he
done
won't
that
shut his
before.
fucking mouth. That's why.
Do I need to present him with an actual bin now?
Yes, do it.
Oh yeah, if you could show him or like Photoshop him in a trash can, that'd be great.
Just
The
send him a
golden
bin.
bin.
Yeah.
We need to do that. You need to do that. Get like a standard bin, and every week you put the idiot that's going to go in it in there and set it on fire.
Yeah.
I don't know about the fire, but
No, I
Why
totally
not?
think set it on fire. It's a dumpster fire, right? Same thing.
Yeah.
no, but I like the classics, bin. That's nice.
Well,
Yeah,
you
but
start
I
with that
like
and then end with it with them in the bin.
like that's a
It's
good
more
way to
satisfying.
get rid of trash without being
And Shooty,
harmful to the
you
environment.
Are trash.
The
You are
golden
trash.
bin.
Yeah.
He
Get out.
trash.
Okay. So congratulations, Shooty. Deserved.
Oh yes. Relax.
And finally, let me see
Finally.
this.
Oh,
Yes.
it's great.
The Trexperts mourn the passing of Terry Carter, the
Oh.
greatest Colonel Ty in Battlestar Galactica 1978. He was a terrific actor and even more terrific human being. When Adam hears about this, he's going to go crazy.
Wasn't he McLeod's sidekick in McLeod? The TV show McLeod. Before he was in this show.
God, that's going back, is that?
Yeah, it is Dennis Weaver. Anybody remember
Yeah.
that show? Dennis
Yeah, I
Weaver?
remember that show.
No.
Great show.
No.
Yeah,
I think he
remember
was his partner, I think, in that show. And then he ends up in this.
Christ, that is going back.
Yep. When I was a
I
kid, I
love-
used to watch McLeod.
You
I
shouldn't
love-
really mourn his passing. He's 95 years old when he passed away.
Yeah,
He had a very good
95
life.
is the full life.
And he still looked the same.
And he
Good
was great.
genes.
He was
Black on
great.
grey.
I loved watching Battlestar Galactica as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Never once did I think when I saw him in that role as, wow, look, there's a black man. He's doing something that black men shouldn't be
I know.
doing.
I know.
Never once, I just accepted him as a great character, and I loved him. I loved all of the characters in the original run. I think it was great. And sorry, Shooty, darling, but you are not the first. I just think it's so ridiculous now. And God bless him, and
He was a stable on TV. He was starred in a lot of stuff. I think he even appeared in Columbo.
I think so, yeah.
So he's been in a lot of stuff, and he's one of those faces that you don't know the name, but when you see him on TV, you've seen him in other stuff. So yeah, it was a good.
Camel tie.
Yeah. Oh dear, they're all going.
I know, sad, isn't it?
It
Getting to that age where all your heroes are passing away.
Yeah. In fact, I didn't appreciate him until now, I guess.
Christ.
Yeah.
Is that OJ?
Oh, God.
Christ.
No.
No.
Christ.
It's not OJ at all. He started in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it amazes me that we lose people like this and Will Wheaton's still alive.
There you go. He was also a newscaster at WBZ TV in Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in, here you go, Knight Rider and Airwolf as well, yeah.
Yeah. He's as I said, it's one of those faces where you've seen him before, but you don't really know his name. That's the thing. So, yeah.
Okay. Somebody went critical mass then. Bear with me. Let
Who
me get
did?
back on Price.
Oh, did he? Oh, he's back. He's back.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
With my internet today, it's already the second time it kicked me out.
Dude, it used to always be me, so you're not alone.
Okay, I think that is it, folks.
Oh,
take that face off.
Just
please.
suck that up, Probby. Look at that.
Isn't that Chudy's job to
Slap it.
suck it?
Yeah. What a. Oh.
Do you know, I think I'm going to keep the grass as well. I like that grass slide. I think I'm going to keep that for a few weeks. Okay. That is it. We've got this
Bastard.
at the weekend.
Holy shit. 12
Good luck.
hours?
Good luck with that one.
Yeah.
Good
Right, Simic,
luck,
are you on
everyone.
for a bit of this?
Good luck, everyone.
I don't have a lot to say. I got about 12 seconds worth to contribute to this.
It'll be brown and ruined.
Yeah, you're
Probably.
more if you've seen the movie, you're more than welcome to pop in for a bit. Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, 12 hours next weekend.
Have you done all the slides for it?
Look how realistic that shot is.
It's amazing.
For real.
Well, you know what? Right in the day, it was amazing. What
Yeah, it
they
was
did
good.
in
Yeah.
this film. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
brilliant.
I
I
enjoyed Attack of
really?
the Clones.
I
Yeah,
remember the Attack of the Clones
It was passable.
CGI being really disappointing.
No,
Like,
I
e-
thought
even
But
in,
it-
in 2002.
It was
I
passable.
know. I thought it was great when I first saw it. Obviously, you look back now and you think no, but
I
think
when
it was
first
good for
saw
the
it-
era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember not because Spider-Man 2 came out that same year, and it was or the first
Yeah.
Spider-Man did, and
Yeah.
the special effects there was just mind-blowing. This looks, I don't know, it looks the exact same as I remember it 22 years ago. I was just like,
What, you talking about the
thinking it
first
looked like a
Spider-Man?
cartoon. Yeah,
The first Spider-Man.
With
If
Toby.
you look back at the first Spider-Man, the effects are awful. When he was
oh, it's a
flying
lot
Yeah, I
better
just
than this
rewatched
fucking
it.
movies.
I just rewatched
the
it. I
acting
will
is
say the
good.
effects were pretty bad in Spider-Man.
yeah. 22 years on for sure, but
Yeah.
still better than Attack of the Clones. Just saying.
Okay, so
was
that's
what
on.
is- It was one of the first movies to be shot digitally, right? This one, or was it
Yes.
the
Yeah.
other one as
Yeah.
well?
The other one
So
first.
both
This was the
yeah.
first one, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
Lucas was
Um,
big on digital once it
yeah.
was available.
Shame
Right.
he wasn't big on story, but never mind.
He broke ground.
This is on Saturday, midday UK time, folks. Is kickoff.
Good luck.
Have
Like everyone.
fun.
We'll probably
luck,
be finished.
everybody.
We'll probably be finished by 1 p.m.
One
Okay.
can only hope.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll only be Ian sitting in his chair going,
And
twiddling
Rudy.
his
Well, I
thumb.
can look out the window for 12 hours. So, okay. So that is it,
Right.
folks. That is it, folks. Chat, you're wonderful. You know that. You truly entertain us with your amazing comments. Cheers for the super chats. Much appreciated. We'll see you next time, chat. You're the best. You are the best. I will thank the guests from the bottom. Price of Reason. Cheers, pal. Good to have you back.
Oh, great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you, mate. Probably good lad.
Oh, can we just get that smug fuck off the screen?
Wouldn't be the same without you, mate, when we do this.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ian, Mega Geek. Cheers, Ian.
Yeah, no worries,
Up,
guys.
up.
No worries. No worries.
Z3PO.
Oh, for God's sake, get soggy cat piss off the screen.
Rennie L. Cheers, Rennie.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's good to see all of you guys, and as well as the chat. I will do a quick little plug. Don't be mad at me, Brown. But
God.
Teresa Martin's
Jesus.
1,000 subscriber celebration was yesterday, so please check out Miss Martin Muses. And if you are a Harry Potter fan, please check out the Harry Potter
God.
quiz we did on Tuesday. That's it. See? It was easy.
And last but by no means least, the Blue Man himself. It's great to have him back. Movie Cynic. Cheers, Matt.
Hey, cheers. Thanks for having me, man.
That is it, folks. Beats up tomorrow, Matt.
Yes, peace up, and we'll be discussing Velma. Whee.
Good
Brown's
luck with that.
favorite.
Mhm.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody.
Everybody.
Tuesday, I'm going to be on Echo Chamberlain.
Echo.
Echo.
Are you?
Discussing what?
The news of the day, I'm sure.
This bollocks. And probably going to be back Wednesday, folks. Ruin's back Wednesday, hopefully. That is it.
And the 200 next week.
200 approaches. That's next weekend. We're going to get through Attack of the Clones first.
Good luck.
But anyway, we will see you next. We will either see you tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll probably see you at some point. If we don't see you at some point, see you next weekend. Have a great week, everybody. Have a great week. Tally bye.
Bye.